All right. So,
I'm gonna need
previously.
a real in-depth recap because it's been.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I got you. I got you. Okay, don't underestimate my DM. Anyway. Previously on Cynical. 2 weeks have passed since the return of bringing back General Amir Aslani to Nakari. And during those 2 weeks, you guys, yes.
I think you pronounced Salami's name wrong.
Where's my pencil? I'm just going to use a pen.
Yes.
Don't provoke the DM to wrath.
Yeah.
You guys are
See,
actually.
how
I have
you would
this.
know about that, wouldn't you?
I have a countdown dice. I'm just going to use that.
Defeat
All right.
campaign.
Oh no, it's going to be for this one. New campaign, new me.
You just immediately kill us all.
I know. I'm so ready for it. All right.
Bring in a fucking.
How Patty doesn't deserve this.
I like it.
Players.
Anyway.
As people might.
Anyway. So 2 weeks have passed since bringing back Salami back to fucking Nakari. And during those 2 weeks, you guys have had pretty decent business going on. One day, you guys had a very, very busy day, very successful, with a
With the clones.
with a nat 20. And yeah, you guys met some interesting individuals. You guys met two humans playing cards. You guys met a man that had several illusions of
The creepy
himself,
man with the clones.
of himself, and managed to scare him off.
Yeah.
Hi, Bella. And
And Bridget.
it was mostly Kai Bella because of the arrows.
I
Bridget
don't know what you're
joined.
talking about.
You don't remember, do you?
Definitely goaded it on.
You shot the table with your 3
that
arrows.
wasn't me.
A broken table.
Wasn't me.
They got me in. Okay. After that, after scaring him off, Rostami and Aslani both invited you to a festival known as the Night's Pulse. After some consultation, you guys decided to all go, bringing Marloth with, and eventually decided to name your horses Yakis and was it
Jakob and the hood.
Pharma Statehood.
Yes. Hold on. It is Jakob and Pharma Statehood.
Jakob and Pharma Statehood.
And they are tied up currently.
Yes, they are. I know.
This won't be like Kamala Anderson. You will not take the horses from us.
I'm debating, honestly. Anyways. I can't make any promises. Anyway, so after about 30 minutes of travel, and with Bridget and Marloff swapping tongues like fly swatters, just smacking each other back and forth, ruining her makeup too, but it's okay.
My makeup. Hey.
You guys eventually made it over to the Night's Pulse, and proceeded to check out the games and stuff that they got going on. Some went humiliating. Some went humiliating, involving a sticker. Some went decent, helping out an innocent little kid and threatening her parents. And some of them went very successful with breaking off a bell and receiving a giant plush toy of what the fuck ever it was.
Red panda.
A red panda.
Red panda. Or fire ferret. Sorry, it's fire ferret.
The fire ferret.
The size of cow patty.
And during that, Ginshu went over to grab a drink. Or, I'm sorry, no, a turkey legs to be specific. And Cow Patty went over to the trinkets to check out the stuff that they had after some consultation with Rostami and such, and eventually made you guys way over to the center stage where Aslani is currently standing with his arms wide open, and he finally starts. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is General Amir Aslani. You hear a couple claps, couple cheers from the crowd, and let me pull up my Roll20 real quick. That's right
I
here.
lean over to Kybella and whisper, "That's a weird way to pronounce salami."
Okay. Okay, my name is General Amir Aslani, and I wish to welcome you guys to the Night's Pulse. It is now officially time for our famous drinking contest, and boy, do we have a treat for all of you. We have a group of individuals who share nothing but strength, courage, intimacy, and what's another word?
Dumbness.
Passion, good looks. Who said that?
Retardation. No.
No. No.
Bad.
Bad. No. Different word now.
Stupidies.
Would be the word we're looking for.
Sure. We would. Okay. So
Does he actually say stupidity?
no, that was just a DM, just being a smart ass. Slotty has no idea what the fuck that word is. But yeah, we would like to introduce to you. He turns around to Rostami. What's their team name again? Rostami goes, Jane and the Chicken Nest. Jane and the Chicken Nest, everybody. And he calls you up. And in what order? What guys do you come up on the stage?
Well, me and Jane have to go last, obviously.
Right.
Jane goes first or last?
We could literally go shortest to tallest then.
Who put Jane first?
Oh, I meant me since Cow Patty and Jane are coming in the back, but if
Okay.
you wanted Jane to go first, that would be awesome.
We just follow Jane on the stage.
Yeah, I was about to
I
say,
like that.
Cow Patty,
Yeah.
like you have Jane like in your arms, and so I guess you just like kind of set her down, and then just
Yep.
like let her just like climb up the stairs. And
Go on,
just, like,
Go on.
I do follow behind Jane like a soldier following a general into battle.
I don't know who's the next tallest.
That would be Kybella.
Hey.
And then
Yeah, I'll be behind them.
and then Ginshu and Baruch I think are like roughly the same height. You're both half orcs, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like
I was about to say
5'8".
Aslani kind of backs up, and then
I'm like 5'8", 5'7".
where is Jane?
Yeah, I think that's what I am too.
Wait, I'm 5'8".
Okay, so all three of you are in the middle. I'm in the front. Cow Patty in the back.
I think it makes more sense that Bridget and
Well, it's not really you guys are going to be in the back. You guys are basically just like side by side.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you know.
Like shortest to tallest.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter.
So
I'll be beside
me,
Bridget.
Bridget, Kai, me, Ginshu, Cow Patty.
All right. So Jane is right here.
Towering over a foot over everyone else.
Then it was Bridget right here. Kai right here, Baruch right here, and then is it Ginshu and then Cow Patty? Or is it
Ginshu and Cow Patty.
Yeah.
I'll
Cow
just set you
Patty
guys.
is 7 feet tall.
Okay, so Aslani kind of just backs up right there.
You can make our icon smaller if you need to.
Yeah, I should have done that before, but it's whatever.
I can't
Eh,
move
we-
mine.
We get it.
Anyway, so you guys, as you guys like climb on the stage, there is like maybe one like distant clap as like just mostly silence because they were just confused as like who the fuck are they? Like we've never really seen them before. And Aslani kind of just looks at you guys and he's like, I wish all of you the best of luck. Can we bring in the tables, please? And you watch as the two gnomes that you guys originally met earlier kind of just like walk walk together, bringing like a nice, like a decent sized wooden table, like a just modern square. What's up?
Are they related to the Long Dick Gnome? Are they of the Long Dick Gnome tribe?
Make a history check.
Okay.
You cannot have whiskey, Shadow. No.
Ah.
Come on, let Shadow get lit with us.
No. She is baby. Baby cannot drink.
You have no idea. It's really hard to tell, honestly. But yeah, so decent size, like just modern square table. And they set it down, and then you watch them like kind of go back and then bring up each of them carrying like about 6 to 8 like pretty big like glass cups. They look to be about a foot tall. And they go ahead and just like set 2 of them sitting across from each other on like each side. And then like Aslani backs up from off the stage and just goes, so which one of you guys would like to start?
I guess I'll go first.
Okay. So Bridget, you go ahead and just like pop a squat on the like the chair, and sitting in front of you, who's gonna start? Sure. Let's start with her. So you notice, so the gnome that you remember Kai meeting earlier, like comes up on a stage, and it takes him a second, but he like eventually climbs up onto the chair and like kind of just like stands up. He's about as tall as you.
While standing on the chair, or just normally?
Normally.
Okay.
And he just kind of like looks at you. It's like he just kind of looks at you, just like, you're a bit you have really nice hair for a dwarf, I might say.
You have a really nice face for someone who's about to die.
Cocky, I like it. He like holds out his hand to offer to shake.
I take it and shake it, but I purposely grip his hand very tightly to show him that I am a strong lady.
Okay. A little shall we drink? And then they go ahead, and you watch as just some random like tall human just walks up and just kind of pours a whole bottle of like ale into each cup, and then a Slotty comes up onto like the side to where you guys currently are sitting, and then he counts down 3, 2, 1, drink, and then so here's what's going to happen. So in this case, you would basically just roll a flat d20, and then like and then basically like a best of like 3. Whoever has like the highest during.
I have a question.
What's up?
If I do it performatively, can I do it as a performance-based skill check? Like if I were to, in order to tell you how I will do.
Yeah. Tell me how you do.
If I were to get up on the table and sing a song, and in the places where you would stop to breathe, I chug the beer. May I roll it as a performance check?
You know what? I'm interested. Sure.
All right, awesome.
All right. So go ahead and roll your d20.
Yeah. Proficiency bonus.
But since this is going to be a performance check, this is going to be like a one-time performance check. The others is going to be flat d20.
Motherfucker, it's an 8.
8. So you
What
guys.
I imagine is I'm like trying to drink and sing at the same time, and I just
You
inhale the beer a little bit and kind of sputter and
Yeah, you hop up on the table. You like start dancing. You guys are going about the same pace. It's kind of close, but then like you guys eventually put down the cups, and then yeah, that's when you start coughing. He looks at you. He's just like, and also, technically, he finished it first. Well, he got the higher roll, so you're feeling a little woozy after that. So you decide. I'm assuming you just decide to just sit back on a chair.
we'll sit like a normal person in a chair.
Okay.
And
All
I'm
right.
going to be rolling with my physical dice because the online dice have been naughty.
All right. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Fuck, son of a gun. Another 8.
Another 8. Ooh. Okay. So second round. They fill the cups back up, and in the second round, you guys like you managed to like finish his drink off quicker than he does, and he kind of looks at you with like a look of surprise, like, wow. Okay. And then they go ahead and fill the cups back up. Roll me one last d20, my friend. Ooh.
I don't like that look.
Mm.
I got a 5.
Natural 20. So he gulps this drink and slams it by the time you're even a quarter way done. And by the time you even get like 3/4 done, you start to feel really woozy and then just fall out like flat onto the off the chair into like onto the stage. Yeah.
Can I go over there and try to help her up?
Sure. Yeah, you walk over there and you just kind of just pull her back over to Marloth, and Marloth just kind of like holds her like hands out, and so you just kind of place her there.
Oh,
Babe.
I'm still holding my giant fire ferret.
Yes, you are.
Cool. Just so I know what I'm doing.
Hey, babe. How are you
Run
doing?
away.
Oh, your breath smells really like
We're
a lot like
wonderful,
alcohol.
right? It smells so good. I brushed your day.
I need to take a drink because you did win one of the rounds.
So you're gonna take a shot whenever you win.
Whenever one of you guys win, yeah.
So you're pouring a shot for if Kybella wins the next round.
For each like, there's like games and then there's rounds. The game is like the whole thing itself. Round is just like the best of like 3 part. That makes sense.
Right, so I lost. So.
Technically, yeah. So I mean, you still won one of the rounds.
Oh,
So that's why, yeah.
Okay.
You lost the game, you won a round.
Wonderful. All right,
You won the battle, but not the war.
bring us home, Kybella.
Ah, fuck.
Hey, all of us are about to drink.
Do my best.
Well, Kybella's up next, so.
Oh, that's true.
All right. So, Kai, you make your way up to the table, and joining you will be Miss. You don't recognize this like person at all, but man, that one hit. Excuse me. Hold on. Sorry. It's just that like lingering like sting in your throat.
It's a good feeling.
Oh.
You like
It
it?
depends on the alcohol.
I like it.
So, what you see is like this female half elf who has a face tattoo that kind of looks like pipes, but in like a nerve kind of style. Short, short-ish hair, kind of like just like kind of swiped to the side. And you kind of look over and you immediately recognize another chicken behind her, as it is her chicken, Miss Rescher. And she hops up onto the stage. She like pulls her chair back. She sits down and she just kind of just looks at you. And she's just like, "Hi."
I take the chair. I spin it backwards. I sit down on it, and I put my hand out. And I say, "Best of luck to you. You're gonna need it."
Oh, same
we
to you as
gather.
well. I'm a pretty heavy drinker. All right. So Aslani comes back up onto the stage. They refill the cups, and then he counts down 3, 2, 1. Drink. Roll your d20. All right. So, you guys like throw the drinks back. You managed to like finish your drink in like a matter of 2 seconds. Resher is a little, like takes a little minute. But it's like it's almost as if she's taking her time, and then she like puts it down. Whew, not bad.
Not bad for a heavy drinker.
I shout from the audience like, "That lady lost her chicken. She's the irresponsible chicken friend."
Are the chickens gonna go against each other?
Oh,
Sorry. God. I think I just
oh
gave
shit.
the
a
chicken
good
is on
question.
our team. The chicken
That's
is
a-
on our team.
That's a very good question.
Yeah. And she
She's a
can
good
hold her-
drinker.
Yeah, she's a good drinker. She can hold her wine.
Oh yeah, her wine for sure.
Name 5 other chickens that can drink a whole bottle of wine.
How many chickens
Not
do you
die.
know?
Chicken from Cow and Chicken, the fucking probably Robot Chicken. Anyway, so go ahead and roll me your second d20, please. Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, Kai.
Go. Go Kai. Go Kai.
That's crazy.
How does it happen?
that's my bagpipe student.
You got wow, Kai, but you're like slamming these drinks. It's almost as if you have like it's almost as if like deja vu just kind of hit you for some reason.
Past life.
Past life, yeah. And as Resher is like trying to like halfway done, like she puts a drink down and she's like, I'm done. That's it. That's it.
Didn't you say you were a heavy drinker?
That's a different story. Good game.
That's what happens when you're not a good friend to your
She
chicken.
Yes. I'm jumping with my fire ferret. But you can't see me.
Yeah.
I'm like, cow patty, the lady lost her chicken.
Just
wow.
pat Bridget on the head. I know, love. I know.
I want to take my other shot then because
You
that's-
got
Wait, did
3
you
to take
forfeit?
or 2 to take.
You too.
I already took one. I just
Oh.
yeah. So this will be my third one.
Cool.
How drunk can we get the DM?
Very.
Ugh.
Where we get to keep all the pets.
All right. So she heads back off the stage, and she goes back to her chicken. She just starts like kind of just caressing it, pretty
Aw.
drunkly. Like she's a little wobbly. Like, Bridget's fucked up. you're pretty. You're pretty drunk. You're not faded, but you're getting there. You feel like probably a couple more drinks and you could be wasted.
Is that all this I thought you said this was a contest.
Slani just kind of looks at you. He's like, to be fair, it is even right now.
Well, I'll fix that now.
That's my apprentice.
All right, so Baruch, you hop up on stage.
I put my giant fire ferret down where I was standing, like sitting up next to me.
Yeah.
Ginshu's sitting next to Ginshu.
Okay. Ginshu, you're joined by a giant red plush toy. That's a fire ferret, apparently. You never even seen this creature before, but you're very. How you handle it is up to you.
Hold on.
Acceptance. I'm mentally preparing for the contest.
Baruch, joining you will be.
Look at that young
The
entrepreneur.
male gnome. I did Resher. Okay. All right. So I'm joining you will be the female gnome. That. Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. I did the female gnome earlier, right?
You did the
No.
male.
I did the male. Okay. All right. So Baruch, joining you is a female gnome who has ginger dreads, kind of tied up in like a ponytail. Kind of goes down to like her shoulders, wearing I had this written down. I'm not as prepared as I thought I would be.
I mean, it's been a while.
In like 5 weeks.
Been a hot
Don't remind me.
6 stickers on my notebook. I just want everyone to see. For fun.
I love.
Okay.
Drawing on the notebook.
All right. All right. So you guys sit on the tables across from each other, and then the gnome just kind of looks at you, just like, I haven't seen your kind from around here. Where you from?
Where I'm from, you don't need to know that. I hope you drink well.
Good sports. I appreciate that.
Racist.
All right. Aslani counts down, and he goes 3, 2, 1, drink. Roll your d20.
A 4.
12. So you guys throw the drinks back. I mean, this this gnome, despite her size, I mean, she's slamming his drink down. Baruch, you take a minute, but it's okay because I mean, you know, as much as you own a fucking tavern, you still don't drink often as much as you think you do.
That's true.
So it takes me a minute. So eventually you guys set the drinks down. The gnome just kind of like just kind of leans back, just waiting for you to finish. And it's just like, you take a while, don't you?
You can't let the racist gnome win.
I look at Bridget and say, I won't. And
Not exactly racist, but you know, that's fine.
It's the undertones of your speech right now. I got 2 more rounds. I needed to give you a nice start.
Yeah. Okay. That's
I'm a
fair.
nice owner of a bar. I always let people win first.
Oh, you own a bar.
Yeah, the Sleepy Shed in town.
Well, let's talk about that after the contest, and then they go ahead and like refill the drinks. Go ahead and roll me another d20.
It's a shed that is sleeping.
11.
17. So you guys like with confidence like take the like again throw the drinks back, and Baruch, you take another minute, but this shit is hitting you pretty hard. It must be something with the ale itself. It might be that your tolerance is just off the fucking wall today, but by the time you even like get 3/4 down, you're feeling really woozy and just face plant onto the table.
Where's my plush? Where's my plush?
It's right there.
She just points like right beside her.
And I'm just going.
Marla just kind of like she hands Bridget over to Kai Bella. She's like, just hold on to her for a minute, please. So she walks up to you, Baruch, and then she just kind of just like pulls you back. Like you're pretty built. So, I mean, it takes her like a few seconds, but like
The most important thing about playing the bagpipes is to love the wind.
Why did I do bad? Why? I did so good earlier tonight. Why do bad?
okay, who is next?
It's the racism.
Yes.
It's the racist.
And I'm cuddling my fire ferret.
Okay.
Wherever she took me, the fire ferret's with me now.
Okay.
I am cuddling.
Yeah, you're laying on the ground, just cuddling, just like a fire ferret. It's like you're like hugging this thing like fucking tight because you're so drunk.
Mhm.
All right, Calpetty, Ginshu, or Jane?
I'll go ahead and go.
Okay. Calpetty, you, my friend,
Go, cow patty!
are joined by Mr. Rostami.
Oh,
Kick his ass.
I'm gonna try to. That's good enough. So you guys sit across from each other, and she's like, "Huh, I forgot you are a bartender. Well, I believe that you'll have as much fun as I do with this. So best of luck to you."
oh, I intend to have fun.
Stop
Don't worry.
on young people.
They refill drinks.
Cow patty!
A slowly counts down. 3, 2, 1. Roll your d20 for me, please.
12. Are we rolling flat?
Yes.
Flat, just
Okay.
flat d20.
12.
12, 8. So Calpetty, despite the fact that you've been in a bar for like 2 years, you've definitely drank behind Chugger's back at some point, quite a few times.
All the time. Literally.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, king. Yes.
You slam this drink down. Rostami takes like a few seconds, but I mean he gets it down pretty well. But You got it down way quicker. Rostami just like kind of looks at you with like a just look of surprise, like impressive.
Wait, Rostami is the one that I tied up, right?
No.
Ah,
Rostami is the one that offered you the quest.
got you. Aslani is the one I tied up.
Yep.
Got you. I got their names mixed up.
Yep. It's all good. All right. So roll me one more. Oh, whoop. Okay, other d20. Roll me another d20 for me, please. What the fuck?
10.
Just barely 8. So, yeah. So that's 2 shots now. Fuck. All right. So Cow Patty, you slammed his drink down again, and Rostami just like as he finishes his drink, he's like, he's definitely feeling. You're definitely feeling it too, but like you're tipsy, but you're not like, you're not drunk. But Rostami just kind of looks at you. He's like, yeah, I don't think I could go again. Wow, that is something. Whew. Yeah, I forfeit. Very well done. Well done.
Cow Patty. Cow Patty. Cow Patty.
He like slowly gets up and then kind of just climbs off the stage.
And I drunkenly, I look at Resher's anger and I say, that's what happens when you're good to your chicken.
Resher just kind of looks at you and with a confused look, just like, because she doesn't understand what the fuck you're saying, because you are gone.
I'm still holding.
You and I are
the
both
right-
gone together.
Yeah.
I just like mouth like.
Me and Baruch start singing bar songs.
Resher looks at you, Kai Bella. She's like, is she okay? That's okay. Her girlfriend will take care of her. It's cool. Let me go ahead and get my D20 real quick. I'm sorry.
I look over at Kai. I say, "You're driving home tonight."
Marla looks at you, Baruch, and she's like, I got it. It's fine.
Wait, no.
I'm not
Kai is the
drinking.
one that's been watching me drive.
I am the most sober out of this whole group.
Kai is the only one that's been watching me drive.
I've
He's
been
driving.
watching her drive.
I
Kai-
look up at Marla and I'm like, you're so pretty.
You have to take care of
You are
her.
beautiful too, Bridget, but you're very fucked up, and I need you to kind of lay down.
So lovely, you're so lovely. I can't help but fall for you.
All right. So,
I want to give Cat Patty a high five.
cool. So,
All right, Genshu, no pressure, but like it's 2-2.
And we also have Jane too. We have Jane.
No pressure, Jade and Genshu.
I know damn well you ain't trying to get on my plate now, Raven. Yeah.
Ginchu.
Sit your shit over there.
Jane. Ginchu.
All right. So, Ginshu. Would you want Ginshu or Jane?
Let's do Jane last. I'll go.
I think
Okay.
it's more fun if Jane is last.
All right.
Only
So
fair.
Ginshu, you are joined by Aslani.
Ooh.
Eat
Oh,
the
come on.
Ginchu, tie him
That's
up
not-
again. Tie him up again.
Aslani like sits down on his chair and he's like, "Wow, no hard feelings between us, right?" Holds out his hand.
Yeah, sure, salami.
So, what is with the salami name?
That's your name.
Also, there's a pandemic. I don't want to touch her hand, but we're good, salami.
Pandemic in our fantasy world.
And what?
Yeah, it's on the DL. Only I know about it, but we'll worry about that later.
Coronavirus is just like poison damage.
COVID-13.
Oh my God, COVID. All right,
COVID-19.
all right. Let me catch up real quick because somebody over here fucking won 2 in a row apparently.
Take them shots.
How Patty is our king. Genshu also should be a king. Oh,
All right.
I mean, did anybody really expect the 7-foot Goliath to not be able to hold his
I'm
alcohol?
talking to my fire ferret. I'm like, hey, the person your same size as did good. I'm proud.
All right. So this is where it gets a little interesting because you notice again, you kind of look around and you notice that like with Aslani right there, people kind of like have gathered around the stage a little bit more because they were at the front. Now they're just kind of like going like side by side to the back. You know, this is where they're like really watching because they've never seen Aslani lose a game of drinking. So this is very
guy
interesting
hits
stuff.
on children.
You're very fucked up. So it comes all sort of like,
Am I still
I-
holding Bridget?
I said it how it came out.
oh yeah, I know, but what they're
Not
hearing
my
is something
fault.
completely different. So, Kai Bell, are you still holding Bridget? That's up to you.
Sure. I think she
Sure.
needs it.
Okay. All right. So, Aslani counts down 3, 2, 1. Go over and roll your d20 for me, please.
Wow, great first roll.
Oh, no.
Oh wow! Oh wow! That's interesting.
Once?
Oh, what happened?
Did he
One.
also roll in that one?
You guys both take like it's almost as if you guys take 5 minutes to finish this first drink. It's kind of weird. It's almost as if you guys are both showing up, but both deep down, both of you are struggling. Like finish this drink. Eventually, about 3 minutes pass. Eventually, both of you simultaneously just slam the cups down. Like he looks at you like, "You're playing with me, aren't you?"
Maybe, maybe not.
Absolutely is.
All right. They go ahead and refill the cups. Go ahead and roll another d20 for me, please.
Oh, better.
Oh wow, I'm doing.
Slightly better. I didn't roll a 5.
Yeah.
So the first one is a draw, so nothing counts. So this one technically goes. So the first one goes to Ginshu. So Ginshu, both of you go roughly at the same pace, but you manage to like finish your drink about 3 seconds before Aslani does, and Aslani looks at you. He's like, "I'm very impressed, actually. You show strength and you show liquor tolerance. I like that."
And you hit on children, so you're a butt.
The crowd looks at you very confused. They have no idea what the fuck you're saying.
I look at Kybella and I'm like, tell him he hit on you. And you're a baby. You gotta tell him.
You hear,
After the contest.
Okay.
hang on one second.
2 times a beer.
All right.
Did you just drink that entire bottle?
It was like around here when I started. And plus I still have this. Like what's left of this. So all right. Roll me another d20 tweet for me, please.
Do this, Diana. I believe in you.
Oh,
Diana.
yo!
That was the wrong
I rolled a
one.
3. Are you kidding me?
Let's go.
All right. So this is interesting. So it's a very, very close battle. Okay. So what happens is you guys like finish your drink simultaneously. You guys like slam them down together, and there's like this like very intimidating stare off between you two. Like both of you have been through hell and back, and you guys are like staring deeply into each other's eyes, and then the Aslani gone. And then you hear like the whole crowd like going like, "Oh, what the fuck!" You hear like a whole bunch of like screaming, yelling, some laughing in the distance. It's very, very fucking. It was a very fucking tough fight. But then eventually Rostami comes up and just like grabs Aslani by the shoulder or like around the shoulders and is like kind of just drags him back. It's like, "It's okay, sir. It's okay." And Rostami like kind of just like lays Aslani down to the ground, and then he like just walks up onto the stage. He's like, "Okay, so since Aslani is officially gone, I will take over the rest of this. Who won? Hold on, I'm sorry. You lost. You won. You won.
Me and Baruch lost.
Yes.
And that's it. The rest of our team won.
I lost.
3 wins, 2 losses.
That was in character.
Okay. So, all right. So this one is going to be like the bonus round between the two chickens.
Hell yes.
So Cow Patty's Jane and Resher's Zane. Both
Zane.
Jane.
I thought Resher's
Oh.
Anger's chicken had a different name.
Mm-mm.
I thought you said Zane was
I
the
thought it was
chicken's
the-
name.
It was Jane.
His name is Bernard to us.
Go Bernard. What?
Is that? I would go over to. I lean over to Bridget. Is that Bernard?
Yeah, he's like us dead now somehow. I don't know. Milo did the woo.
The
Okay.
one I killed, right?
Ah. You are dead murder, chicken.
No dead chickens. No, there
So
was no
Rostami looks at the crowd and she says, "Okay, so since this is the bonus round, this will be the winner take all situation. Chicken versus chicken. Jane versus looks like Cow Patty's chicken. Looks at you, Cow Patty. What's the chicken's name?
It was Jane.
Jane. Sorry, I apologize. Jane as well. So good luck telling who's who.
I rip off the front of my shirt and reveal a Jane and the Chickenette shirt.
Sure, I'll allow it. Somehow you just had us all prepared.
Okay, hold on. I can justify this. I can cast Minor Illusion and Minor Illusion myself a Go Jane t-shirt.
Okay. Ironic. All right, go ahead and just mark off a spell slot for me, please.
I think it's a cantrip. Let me double check.
Cantrip too. Because Cass had it, but she never used it. It's a cantrip.
It is. Where'd that go? Okay.
It's a cantrip.
Shit,
Yeah,
hold on.
sorry,
I just
feel it.
closed.
How many shots was that? Does anybody keep count?
For you?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wait, okay, so
I can keep being close. Hold on.
Bridget had one.
Lost
I
twice.
had two.
The 2 for Bridget. One for Cop. Did
No,
he have
one
one for
for
you?
Bridget,
1 for you, 2 for you.
two for Cow Patty, one for you.
No, I didn't win any.
You didn't win any? Oh, okay.
No, I lost.
Then
2.
two for
2 for Ginchu. So you have 7.
Okay, so I need to do one more shot.
It is a spell, so I'll cast it
It's
at
a
a level
spell?
1.
So yeah, ironically, like you managed to just rip your shirt like Hulk Hogan and then just like reveal a Go Jane shirt. And Marla just kind of looks at you with a confused look. She's like, okay, I got you.
I also had a confused look.
As you're holding Bridget's like, the fuck? All right, let me go ahead and take this
My
shot.
chicken best friend.
Shot.
All right. So, Patty, real quick, would you like for me to roll for Jane or would you like to roll for Jane?
I'll roll for Jane.
Just figured I'd go ahead and just figure that out. Oh, that one's softer. I forgot. This one's. Oh, yeah, it's raspberry.
Ugh, cough syrup.
Kind of does taste like cough syrup, low key. But I can still feel it. Anyway. All right. So,
Okay, you can feel cough syrup too.
both. It's okay. So, it's kind of weird because the chairs are pretty tall. So, I mean, what they do is like, you see the two gnomes like take the chairs and the table and then just pull up like two like very like step stool sized chairs and then just like a really small table like a children's sized table and then like both chickens just like hop up. So, it's almost like as if great minds think alike. They just like both hop up simultaneously. It's kind of weird. And Rostami very drunkenly counts down 3, 1, 2, drink. Roll a d20 for Jane, please.
Jane.
8.
11. So they both like put their beakers like into the like the glass cups because I mean these are pretty tall cups, so they gotta like use their necks to like kind of get in there. It takes them roughly about 2 minutes, but Resher Zane finishes the drink first. Your Jane takes a couple, finishes about 5 seconds after. They both look at each other, almost conversate. You don't know what the fuck they're saying, but yeah. Go ahead and roll another d20 for me, please.
Wait. I have a question.
Answer.
Can I give Jane bardic inspiration?
What is the bardic? Does it give advantage, or does it give it like a plus something?
You add a d6.
Roll a persuasion for me real quick.
To you, the DM?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
DC 15.
Bet.
Mm.
Oh,
Nope.
that's fucked up.
Flat d20.
All right.
I already got my roll.
16.
All right.
Oh,
So
Jane, the better Jane, the living Jane.
the living Jane.
Jane is the best, and we
Technically,
love our
both
Jane.
Janes are living, but I'm not going to get into that.
They are now.
All right. So
It's always been alive.
You right?
excuse me. Mm.
Oh, you took one at the beginning.
All right. So both Janes just gobble down. Your Jane manages to has shown some tolerance. Like he's looking a little faded, but she. I'm sorry. I'm starting to really feel it. She.
You're up to 8 shots so far total.
That's fair.
Or 9.
Oh god, we lost count already.
You it's 9 total because you took one at the beginning of the night.
That's true. All right. So it takes them roughly a couple minutes because they have pretty small mouths. So I mean,
They're chickens.
yeah. So both of them, your chain manages to finish quicker. So now it's just like 1 and 1. So this last roll determines the game. So roll me one last d20 for me, please.
All right.
Ooh.
11.
13. So both Janes, after they refill the cup, they finish simultaneously, and it's almost like Ginshu and Aslani had that stare off, but it's like they awkwardly look at each other, like they kind of give each other side eyes from different angles. You know what I'm talking about? And then your Jane, she's looking a little fucked up, right? You notice her head is just bobbing back and forth as they're turning heads. And then eventually Jane falls backwards off the table, not taking fall damage because, I mean, it's a pretty small fall. And
I dive to catch her.
Make an acrobatics check. See if you can catch her.
Can I give Cow Patty bardic inspiration?
Did you already roll?
I did. I got a 10.
The rule for bardic is that you can add it after you already know a roll,
That's fair.
as long as you don't know the outcome.
Okay,
I don't know the outcome.
Okay.
You haven't told me.
Okay, so since you're... I'm going to hate that I did this. So since you're very drunk, you barely notice this going on. So I
I'm
wanted
always
you...
watching Jane.
So roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage
Okay.
to see if I will allow... If you roll 2 nat 20s, I swear to God, I'm never gonna forgive you.
Hey. Bardic inspiration. She
All right, roll me a d6.
Cool.
You have to be a 13.
You need a for your heart.
Great. That's cool.
I'm sorry. It was supposed to be 12. That's what was the acrobatics check. But
It
It's
doesn't.
an
yeah,
11.
you get so close. Like you can feel, like you almost feel Jane in your hands. But like as soon as you catch it, like she slips out of your hands from like. It's almost as if like her head like falls in between, like the gap between your hands, and she just like somehow slips out, just butterfingers, and it just falls on her head. Not taking damage, of course, but
Thank you.
For the
Yeah.
record, I am still here. My laptop's just on the other side of the door because I didn't realize it was raining.
All right. So, Jane, Resher Zane kind of just like looks around a little confused. As like there's a whole bunch of like cheering going on, a whole bunch of a bunch of wows, and like a whole bunch of laughter. I was in like, I told you that this one was gonna win. And
3 wins, 3 loses.
despite like missing Jane, you go ahead and just like pick her up like back onto your arms, and like however you handle that is up to you. But Resher goes ahead and takes her Jane, picks her up, like throws the Jane onto her shoulder, and then just kind of just like walks back to her station where she was at. Kind of just like almost power walking, almost as if she's like really nervous.
Cheater. I'm just gonna
It
yell.
should be.
Cheater. Cheater.
Eater.
All right, and then Rostami comes back onto the stage, and she's like, "Well, that was a very, very, very close battle, but we are. I'm sorry, Jean and the Chickenettes unfortunately did not win. So, give it up for the sacrificed Messiah." And then
We are tied 3-3.
bonus round winner take all is what I said earlier.
That is what he said
That
earlier.
is
But it wasn't a
Love me,
tie
hate me,
before.
either way.
We were winning before.
But it's between two chickens, though, is the thing.
Right, but we
But
were
not-
winning before. So
Right. Winner take all.
okay.
I'm not happy, but fine.
Because I'm saying this because if Resher Zane won, Jane won, and then like it would have been a tie, then it would have just been like a really weird way to like.
We then do a random drink off between all of us at once.
Or we pick one person to go to a bonus round.
That's true. We pick our side, you pick your side.
Pick your idiot, we pick our idiot.
Okay, so how do you guys talk about this to Rostami as he's like standing up on the stage?
Where's Tommy? Where's Tommy? Where's Tommy? Come here. Come here.
He like wobbles up to you.
So, if my calculations are right,
Yes.
my team, our team, Jane's team, has won 3. And your team now has won 3.
That means we're tied.
That you didn't win. You can't just say you won. We need to have a drink one more round.
Tiebreaker.
Okay.
Can we pick someone? How about this? No, never mind. We pick someone from our team and you pick someone from your team, and we do one last drink off. Just one round.
The least sober. I'm sorry, the least intoxicated.
Oh,
The least intoxicated? Beautiful.
Yes.
how Patty?
It's not me or Bridget.
That'd
Or
be
Kai
me.
Bella, because she.
But I wasn't that drunk. She won.
Both pretty high.
No, I'm not really drunk at all.
Cow Patty or Ginshu.
My rolls are bad. Let's go with Cow Patty.
I agree.
Okay.
The Cow Patty.
Who won earlier between?
So you have large. I wrote them all down. Large male gnome won against Bridget. Lady gnome won against me, and Bernard won against Jane. That is what I'm calling the other chicken.
Okay. All right. So the male gnome comes back up. Well, after like some, Rostami like walks up back to the male gnome. She's like, "Listen, we're gonna have another bonus round. I already know. Who has the highest? Okay, real quick, Cow Patty, since you're basically already on the stage, what's your passive perception? Do you know? It's like 10 plus your wisdom.
My wisdom is +2.
That's
It's
good
12.
enough.
Yeah, 12.
That's good enough. So you overhear Rastami coming up to the male gnome and is like, listen, they talked to me about it. I believe that they deserve a fair chance. Since it is 3 and 3, I believe that they should have another bonus. Before he even finishes his sentence, the male gnome just pushes him to the side. He's like, I got this.
Oh.
Uh, just like
Cow Patty.
just like comes up back onto the chair. He's like, just out of curiosity, my friend, what do they call you?
Break his other hand.
Do it.
They call me Cow Patty.
Cow Patty. God. Weird name. My name is Roxford.
Mm-hmm.
Roxford?
Roxford.
Roxford. I heard Roxword, and I was like Squidward?
It's probably some. I'm slurring a little bit. It's fine. All right. So, Rostami comes back up and is like, "This is the strangest drinking contest I've ever had, but sure, let's just roll with it. What could possibly go wrong? 3, 2, 1, drink.
Come
Roll
on.
the 1d20 for me."
17.
Without any effort, you slammed his drink down as if it's nothing. Roxford takes like a good while, but then eventually finishes. So like, holy fuck. Oh, wow. I'm very impressed. Are you a bartender?
Dabble.
Okay. I'll have to buy a drink from you sometime.
The sleepy shed.
Yeah,
The
what
sleepy-
she said.
The shed that's sleepy.
Not what that one said.
You say as they refill the drinks. Go ahead and roll me another d20. I'm
11.
I gotta take 2 shots
Yes, you do. You're about to be up to 11 shots.
Oh,
of
No,
vodka.
how's your liver feeling? Jim?
Honestly, hang on.
I can wait shots now. So
69 CP. Nice.
Oh, that was just our monies. That's our current money box, if y'all want to know.
I think I can fill up one more.
An hour, Wade's gonna be like passed out.
I'm ready.
I know, right?
We're not getting past this drinking contest.
Oh, we are. All right.
I will join.
So that is my 2 bottles that I will finish this shot in just a minute. I need to let this one settle.
You're good.
So it's a very close battle. You two finish your drinks. You finish just a little quicker, but I mean it's just like and then just like Ginchu and Laslana, you have that like that stare down. Everybody in the crowd, you can feel like everybody is like staring at like this whole battle, just like with intense what's the word?
Nation?
Not patience, but like they were like really into like who the fuck is gonna win.
Anticipation?
Anticipation, thank you.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
You guys have like that like very intimidating stare off, and like Calvin, you're confident that you've got this man by the balls. And eventually Roxford just like woozes like to the side a little bit. Is like, I'm not giving up there. Gone.
I'm sorry, what? What was that?
Cow
What
patty.
was that?
Cow patty.
You will know. You hear the whole crowd going like, "What the fuck?" As like everybody's like freaking out, and Rostami just like even has a like shocked face himself. It's like, well, that
Like,
was
bring me those custom t-shirts, motherfucker!
T-shirts.
Yeah.
Can I have one for my fire ferret too?
Huh?
Can I have one for my fire ferret too?
And the chicken.
Chicken.
Oh,
I'm
of course
not
Jane gets one.
feeling that in a minute. Fuck. All right.
Shadow.
What happened? So Roxer passes out. The crowd freaks out, and then Rostami comes up and just claps himself. Like he's very shocked at the outcome of this, and he's just like, "Well, give it up one more time for Jane and the Chickenettes." And you hear like very awkward applause, as if they're like really shocked that like
They
they've
just
never.
hold Jane up.
Yay!
I try to bow, but I just fall onto the fire ferret.
You just boom. And Rostami looks at the crowd and he's like, "Well, go ahead and finish up all the rest of your drinks. Enjoy the rest of your night, and and please get home as safely as you possibly can." And
He's driving, so we're all good.
you're fucked up.
He's not?
Marloth hasn't drank a drop.
Yeah, but Kybella learned to drive from Baruch, who has weapons proficient or driving vehicle proficiency.
Uh-huh.
I have my learner's permit. I need my hours. How you doing with DM? How's your liver?
Oh wow, yeah, I'm fucked. I'm not fucked, but actually,
11 shots.
is this the 11th?
Yeah, that's your 11th shot.
To Jane and the Chickenettes.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah. We'll do another shot for Jane.
I'm up to 4.
I think this is my 5th, and I still don't feel anything. So
I'm just tired, so that's why it's kind of hitting me, because I'm super tired.
Yeah, I'm super tired too. I took a nap before this, but I don't know how much it helped.
All right.
I haven't
This
had
week has been. Oh, it's been a week.
Alcohol beverage.
Yeah.
I
So
see you. Real quick. So after my cat ran away, Monday I crashed my car.
Oh God.
We were taking it to go pick up a dresser in the nursery for the baby's nursery, and it was like raining, and I had the trailer on the back of the Jeep, and we were like going down a hill and braking, and the person in front of us broke suddenly, and
Oh
so
no.
I tried to steer the car away so I wouldn't hit them, and I still hit them a bit anyway. So we're waiting to hear back to see if my baby is salvageable. Diana, if you could forward that picture I sent you to the group chat, I would appreciate it.
so as
That
goes
car
on,
has seen so much.
as that goes on, Rostami goes off from the back of the stage, and he just like he's tending to Aslani as like Aslani's still passed the fuck out. And the event is up to you guys. It's up to you guys. What would you guys like to do?
I'm taking a nap on the fire ferret after I've told Cabela she's driving.
I want to take a Oh, I'm driving. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say I was gonna take a celebratory shot, but
I want to try and win a game. One more game.
What game would you like to try?
The one I haven't tried yet.
Is it mine?
Yeah.
So so you've done the I said
did
the haversack with some smart ass ones be like hacky sack.
Because it's what it's called.
Well, I call it a haversack because fuck you. Anyway, so
Fuck you, that's why.
This is his world.
yes. And plus there are haversacks. But anyway,
What the fuck? I've never heard that term before.
I'm
Well-
Googling it. I don't believe you.
check out Critical Role. Anyway,
Just because Matt Mercer made it up doesn't mean it's real.
just because
No,
fuck
what Matt
you
Mercer
means
says
fuck
goes,
you.
okay? Like
We can't keep treating Matt Mercer like he's a god, okay?
No.
I can and I will.
I will treat the McElroys as gods instead.
heavy in the D&D fandom.
Like, how do you think I learned how to DM? Anyway, so
Haversack was a
Rude
Civil War bag. Okay.
well,
Why?
it's
why?
like a pretty big fucking potato sack anyway. So I mean, like, shut up, Morty. Morty. Anyway,
Woody.
so, which game did you want to try?
At the one that Baruch won at.
The
So
bell.
the
Okay, yeah. So, who was running that? It was
it was another orc man, I
I
think.
think it was.
I think it was. Yeah. So I'll say it was. Just I'll
I
fix the
kissed
mistake
Marlon
later.
on the cheek, and like I'm starting to maybe sober up a little bit because
From Kybella's arms, like.
and I'm like, I'll be right back, babe. And I like very determined.
Marloff looks at you, Kybella, like, what is she
game.
doing?
Vibing.
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 Man, I need to understand what this vibing is. Anyway, so Bridget, you very wobbly. It's almost as if like
Like I'm dancing.
you're dancing as you're walking, and it's like you try to do the Carlton, but it just comes out like.
Excellent.
Just going perpendicular.
So you walk up to the half orc, and who is just like kind of just leaning on its like tower after he just fixed it, and he's like he he looks at you. He's like, how'd the drinking contest go?
It went wonderful. My team, we won. And now I am here to spread that victory to your humble staff.
Sure, I just fixed the bell. What could possibly go wrong? Roll me a strength check for me, please.
Absolutely. Can do. That's a saving throw. I need just regular strength. Where's my regular strength?
I have pizza. Fuck. I hear you, Hannah, laughing at me.
No, I just love it. I wish I could actually feel alcohol anymore.
That's fair. 15.
There's a baby. Come here. You want to say hello to everyone again?
Ooh, okay. It's so close, actually. Okay, so you slam this hammer down, and you watch as the iron piece like goes up the thing, gets like almost 2 centimeters away from the bell.
Like
and it
try
just
to
comes back
blow on
down.
it, like
Nothing. It just comes back down. And she's like, you're so close. But I can give you one more try, and then after that I'm gonna have to close it down.
oh my god, it's time. It's
If
time.
it's all you got.
For all the marbles. I don't want marbles as a prize, though. That's a horrible prize. I hope you're not giving people marbles.
Marbles.
Children can choke on those, you know. Fuck yeah! Did that freeze where it should have? Yeah, boy.
Okay. So you slam the thing down again. You give it all of your strength, and the bar itself actually hits the bell. And he looks at you like, well, good shots. What would you like from the price table? I'll give you a freebie.
Freebie, because I won. What are my prize options?
DM to you.
I'm just saying.
You look around, and you see the lower prizes that is like the stickers from like last session. There are the medium size is like some snow globes of some sort, some whistles, I guess. And on the bigger prizes, on
I
the
also want a giant cow patty sized stuffed animal.
since you actually did hit the bell, what kind of cow patty-sized plush toy would you like?
I'm trying to think of what Bridget would want because my brain immediately went to sloth. I think Bridget would just her favorite animal would be like a dragon,
Okay.
just like a huge cow patty-sized stuffed dragon.
Okay. So you point to like the first prize you see, and this is like giant, like blue colored, about I'd say 10 feet wide dragon. Looks to be about 6 feet tall. And yeah, that's it was blue, right? Yeah, I did. And he's like he pulls out. It takes him a couple seconds because I mean it's a pretty big fucking thing. And he like
Got it.
he hands it to you, but I mean considering it's a giant fucking plush in your size, it's pretty heavy. So I need you to roll me a strength check to see if you can like carry it with you.
A whole 9.
You're gonna need some help.
Cow patty, you just hear in the distance. You hear a noise come from under a large blue plush. Cow patty!
Hun, are you under there? And I hoist.
Yeah, you're pretty built. So I mean, you almost as if like the Incredible Hulk was lifting a car. You hold his thing like over your head with the greatest of ease, and yeah.
I look up at you and I'm like, thank you, friend.
All right. So you guys walk away from the game. You guys go ahead and pack up. Well, you guys didn't really take anything from the cart, so you guys go ahead and hop back into the car. How are you guys hopping into the cart?
I'm sleeping on top of my ferret in the back.
I'm going to curl up next to Baruch with my giant dragon and similarly go to sleep on it.
Okay.
Since I'm the most sober, but I don't know how to drive, I will sit in the front and help assist.
Marloth is going to be driving since she hasn't
Okay.
since she hasn't driving.
I have
Like
vehicle
she hasn't drank.
proficiency.
Kai Bella has her permit for vehicle proficiency.
Okay, fine. So Kai Bell, you hop up in the driver's seat, and Marla's sitting right beside you.
Okay. That's fair.
So since you're with a whole bunch of like leather rope,
holding the reins.
so okay, roll me a survival check with disadvantage because you're pretty fucking drunk.
No, wait.
Because you're pretty drunk.
She's not drunk, she won.
Either way, I mean, she still drank.
Drunk.
Didn't she? Okay. Never mind.
8.
You won 2 of hers.
8. Just a flat 8?
Flat 8.
Okay. So as you guys are driving her, like riding back to the sleepy shed, I mean, you seem like you're familiar with the road until you like eventually about 45 minutes. Normally it's like a 30-minute drive because like of how you guys officially like originally came, but after about 45 minutes, you might have missed a turn somewhere, but you can't really remember. But luckily, Marloth is right beside you, and she pulls out her map, and she's like,
Use the map.
"Well, she managed to like take it from your pocket because I mean, you're pretty fucking, you're fucked
Doesn't
up."
she run a map shop?
Driving.
She does.
She can have her own map.
She has all the maps.
Since some people want to be a smartass, she has one hand like conveniently in her fucking pocket.
Sorry. I'll go back to being quiet, asleep in the back.
Thank you, Baruch. She eventually. That's good enough. She eventually like points you back to the direction that you're supposed to take to get back to the sleepy shed. And I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys. right. Where is it? Where is it? Right here. So you guys eventually park the cart. Well, actually, no, you you park it up like right in front, and then Marloth like you hop off, and then Marloth like just kind of just parks it like right beside um, the building to kind of make it easier for you. And then you guys head inside after Baruch uses her thing to unlock the door.
I open the door. Yes, I let everyone in.
Yes.
I try to get on top of my dragon, and I'm like, ha! Ha!
Marlotte just like kind of looks over and she's like, "Oh, god damn it!" And then she like picks up the dragon, which you happen to be on top of, and it just like kind of carries it all the way inside. Like manages to carry it upstairs and just like carries it all the way to your room and just like sets you down. She sets the dragon down on the floor, picks you up, sets you on the bed, and just covers you up. And she kisses you on the forehead like, "I'll be back later." And she heads back downstairs with you guys. What are you guys doing as you guys are heading inside?
I'm going upstairs to go to bed.
Okay, Baruch is going to bed.
I guess I'll also do that.
I
Okay,
will
Bella.
tuck Jane in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go knock with everybody else.
All right.
Oh,
So,
I lock the. No, we have to let people in. Before I go to bed, I'm gonna say someone needs to stay up if people come.
I can stay up.
Oh,
Thank you.
Marlotte looks at you. She's like, are you sure? I can watch over if need be.
Oh, I'm good. I'm gonna keep an ear out for Jane. She had a little bit more than she usually does, so
Okay. Well, if you need me, go ahead and just call me down. I haven't drank anything, so I will be always happy to help.
oh, just watching over Bridget will be help enough.
Yeah, I start to hear sea shanties and off-key bagpipes coming from my room.
And she's like, and
Sooner
Marlotte just
rather
looks at
than
Cow
later.
Patty. Yeah, that I think that's my cue to get back up there.
You also hear me trying to move a bed from one room into my room, so I can fit my animal in the bed with me.
I'm gonna go upstairs and check on Baru.
All right.
I'm trying to move a bed, but I really can't.
Hi, hey, love, what you doing?
I want to sleep with my friend, but I need bigger bed.
You. Is there anyone in the room with the big bed tonight?
The actually the other because Bridget has one of the rooms with the big bed.
Yeah, the other
But-
one, the one on the top
Yeah,
middle.
no. I mean, considering the fact that you guys had to kick everybody out before you left, nobody's in the building currently.
Okay, so it's vacant. How about you just go sleep in the other room tonight, and that way we don't have to move furniture.
You're smart.
I'm
And
just
I waddle over there.
Waddle with your
With my-
little Firefox.
My animal behind me because I have no strength to lift it up.
Technically, yeah, I was about to say since you're going for the big bed, it's that one, but you're good.
That one, right?
Yep.
Because this is my normal room.
Yep.
This is big bed.
Yep.
Cool.
You tuck up, you get comfy, you knock out like almost instantaneously.
I'm asleep. And
So, some people you can kind of tell like some people are kind of concerned with the way that you. For one, you fell asleep quick. Two, you're snoring pretty loud for being pretty drunk. So you're like,
yeah, and I like sleep. That is actually me when I'm drunk. I just want to.
all right. So that leaves. Okay, so Marloth comes back up to you, Bridget, and she like kind of snuggles up to you, and just kind of like just puts her arm around you and just just cuddles up to you and then just like slowly falls asleep. Cow Patty, you said you're watching the bar tonight, right?
Yes, I will be watching the bar.
Okay. So, as the rest of you fall asleep, Cow Patty, make me a perception check for me, since you're watching the bar.
12.
12. Okay. So, judging from considering every now and then some people kind of like walk in, like just take a couple drinks and then just leave and just dip. But other than that, nothing really catches your attention. And then eventually, like you figure it's a good, like about a few hours pass, and then you like the drinks like start really hitting you, and then you feel like it's a good time to go to bed. So eventually, you come back upstairs, you go back to your bed, and then you fall asleep. And then this is where we're going to do our other time skip to finish the whole month that it was supposed to be. So another 2 weeks pass. After 2 weeks, Baruch and Cow Patty, one night, you guys have a weird dream. I'm going to need you guys to check your journals for me. Whoop, wrong person. Whoop, ignore that, Bridget. Hang on. Why will you not open suddenly? Hello? Bridget, don't look at anything.
Okay, I have mine.
Okay.
My journal's open.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to. Okay, so don't read it. Okay, so Hannah, since you're reading, don't read it out loud. Just let me know when you're like.
No,
just
I
give me-
wasn't going to because.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
just
okay.
like let me know. Like just give me a hand signal when you're done reading it, and I'll like acknowledge when you're good.
Where is
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I had to refresh because it will not open.
Oh, okay.
Not Bridget, Baruch.
Ah,
All right.
okay.
Okay.
Go read now.
Go ahead and read. I'm going to go ahead and just like describe the scenario as the 2 weeks pass. So 2 weeks pass, and I mean, business seems to be going pretty well. Nothing too crazy goes on. Some nights have been pretty stressful, but of course you guys take turns like taking shifts of who watches the bar, who sleeps, etc., etc. And things have been pretty normal, despite the next night having a pretty not too bad hangover, but I mean it's nothing too crazy. And yeah, the next few nights that you guys spend together just seem to be pretty uneventful. You guys, go ahead. Let me see. For the next 2 weeks, that's reasonable. Over the next 2 weeks, you guys add 93 pieces of coin to your little box.
A day or over 2 weeks?
Over 2 weeks. So I would say like 31 copper, 31 silver, 31 gold. Over like the next 2 weeks.
Wait, what? That's how much the shop got?
Yeah. Over the next 2 weeks, you guys get 31 gold, 31 silver, 31 copper.
31 of each. Okay, I'll add that to the thing.
Okay.
And also, what the fuck?
Yeah, I just finished too.
Are you guys done?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the next morning, how do you guys wake up?
But I am in shock. I'm trying to process it. Sarah's trying to process it, but also Baruch. Also, hey, I'm a little in shock. I'm kind of.
You're
very-
back in your room.
I'm back in my actual room. Do I have a big bed then?
No, you still have your same bed.
You can't sleep with my friend then.
Prop him up against the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, that's close enough.
I sit there and just process what happened.
Okay.
Baruch will probably go to Cow Patty and probably try to go ask some questions about someone.
Okay, so
Can I say who?
so here's what happens. When you go out of your room, you go over to like Cow Patty's room, you knock on the door, and how you guys handle it from there is, yeah.
Okay, so knock, knock, knock.
I like freak out. I'm like, who the fuck is it?
It's me. It's me. I have some questions.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't feel good today. Yeah,
Same.
come in.
Same. Okay, I go in. And I'm like, hey, I'm trying to get over there. Hold on. My screen's just small. Hey, so I have some questions about Tugger.
Okay.
Did he ever just leave for long amounts of time?
Not since I've been here. I mean, granted, it's only been 2 or 3 years, but he didn't really talk about having any family or friends, and pretty much all he had was the tavern.
Okay. I had a weird dream that involved him last night. And did you wait, what?
I did too.
What? That's suspicious.
With
Well-
the thing
With the thing.
and the chains.
The
and-
yeah.
yeah.
With the
Yeah.
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 That's not good that we may have had. So it sounds like we had the same dream.
No, I
No.
don't like that.
I don't like it either. What? You're a wizard. Can you see if that was like magic or something? I know that he's a wizard, correct?
Yeah. Everybody knows.
Sure. I mean, it's been long enough.
Yeah,
we kind of went around and told our stories. I think I
Yeah.
talked about going.
yeah.
Keep shit on some fucking
you know
cows.
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know magic. Was that magic? That we had the same dream, or did we just have been around each other too much?
I don't know. I'm not. I mean, I can cast spells, but I didn't really get to train as much
I understand.
as I would have liked to.
Okay.
So
Is there? Should we tell the others about our dream?
yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
This is not going to end well, is it?
Yeah, it'll be fine. It was just I'm sure it was just a bad dream.
But we had the same thing.
Let's see what the others.
Okay. So we go find everyone real quick. Have a quick meeting.
Okay. Yeah. So you like bang on everybody's door. It's like, hey, we got a meeting downstairs. And then eventually all of you guys gather up behind the bar.
Uh-huh.
And Marlotte is not with you guys. She's back at her shop. But you guys are currently at the bar having your little meeting together.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to say Jane is just chilling at like the corner, just doing her thing.
What time is it? Did I lose any sleep?
Nah. I mean, it appears to be around like
I see.
it's still morning, so like I'd say like early, like not early morning, but like mid morning.
Just for clarification, this is a morning 2 weeks from the drinking contest, or this is the
Yes.
night? Okay, awesome.
The 2 weeks from it. Okay. I'm letting Hannah know, I copy and pasted the dream, so I have exactly what it said.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We did have the same dream, correct?
Yes.
Just making sure.
Sure, I'll allow it.
I
I'll
say,
allow it. I shouldn't, but I'll allow it.
hey, you said take notes. I copied and pasted.
That's fair. That is
into
fair. I did.
Word documents.
That's
a
the.
note.
All right, I just say that. That's fair.
Hey, so everyone here remembers Trugger, right?
The dude I lit on fire several times until there was nothing left of him, but
Yeah.
I burned
First,
that.
before this happens, I checked. Is there anybody else in the bar?
No, you guys haven't even like.
Open?
Well, I mean, actually, there's like one person chilling over at table 5 over here, but like, I mean, other than that, I mean,
I throw an axe at them.
No. No. I go over there.
it like hits the wall like right next to him. He's like, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" And he just like gets up immediately and just like sprints the fuck out of the building.
Can I check and see if there's? I'm gonna go check and see if there's money on the table.
There's nothing but like just a plate full of like with like half-eaten food.
I finished the rest of the food on the plate.
Okay, that's fair.
You were
It's
saying?
You remember so Trugger. And then you remember
lit the ashes on fire, then lit those ashes on fire?
Yes.
Yes, that one.
Do you also remember Sir Wilhelm? The guy that tried to kill us?
Oh yes, the man that almost killed us. Yes.
Yes.
Hard to forget.
Oh. Cow Patty and I had the same dream
Uh-huh.
that man, Sir
Right.
Wilhelm, was actually Trugger,
I'm sorry, what?
and he stabbed us at the end.
Wait, hold on. How do we get this?
So we fell into this pit,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
and these chains like wrapped around us,
Kinky.
and he walked up and revealed himself.
He also started singing a song before it that was really creepy.
Yeah, it was some lullaby, but like
It went
murdery.
It went something like, "Hush, little peasant, don't you squeak. I'm gonna make you bleed for at least a week."
That's not how that goes where I'm from, but different cultures.
He's also gonna skin us like a pig, he said at some point in that song.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe because we set his body on fire so many times.
But he was already dead.
Well, you would
We
think.
didn't kill him, but still.
Well, you would think.
But does he think we killed him?
It didn't say anything. But he's also he's two different people, so I don't know.
We didn't kill him.
We didn't.
Oh.
And you would think he would know that. He got killed by goblins like a punk. I don't see how the man who gets murdered by goblins is the same man who almost murders us with not even that much effort.
Yeah.
I mean, also, if he had a grudge against the people involved in the disappearing of his body, why didn't I have a dream about it?
I don't. Maybe because Cow Patty knew him the most, and now I've taken over his. We've taken over his tavern but I'm kind of heading it without anyone knowing what happened to him. I needed y'all to know that happened.
Can so I guess I'm gonna, do you both mind if I cast a bit of magic on your heads to see if there's anything wonky going about?
Please.
Sure.
So I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Thank you. I was hoping maybe Cow Patty had that earlier.
Okay.
I don't have
So you spend a few minutes just like kind of waving your fingers around trying to figure out what's going on. You don't notice anything magical.
Okay.
So is there magic?
Actually, I'm sorry. There's like a faint, like a very, very, very tiny faint glow, but as soon as you see it, it's already gone.
What school of magic?
Yeah, you have to tell me the school of magic.
That's part
What
of
school of magic am I in?
No,
Uh,
what school of magic the spell is in.
Oh,
for dream stuff, I would say, in a way, illusion.
Okay, cool. So I relay that information.
Okay.
Yeah, so someone cast some kind of illusion spell on your heads?
Was it like a very like difficult spell?
I mean, I guess it would depend. Like, since you're not elves, it's a lot easier. If that makes sense, I don't. Elves can't be charmed or put to sleep magically, so dream magic on them is hard. But like if you're not warding against it, it's pretty easy to have it done to you.
Okay.
What I've gotten out of this is I really want to now get a pet pig.
Why?
You said something about skinning like pigs. I don't know. It just made me think it'd be fun to have a pig around.
I see.
Little snorts and things.
He
That
just
would
said
be
he's
really cute.
As you guys are having this conversation, Marla just like kind of just walks through the door, and she looks over and she can tell that you guys are in kind of a little bit of distress, and she
Oh,
just
is it the axe in the wall?
she notices she sees the axe in the wall and she looks at you, Bridget, and she's like, "Why?"
I look at everybody else and I'm like,
wasn't
there were some real rowdy customers and they didn't want to leave, so I wanted to elucidate to them what might be waiting for them if they didn't get the fuck out.
Make a deception check.
Oh god.
Please be good.
I mean, I have proficiency in deception, which sounds bad.
I really hope not.
Please do it. Do so good.
Ooh. Nope.
Marla looks at you, but she's like, right. She pulls the axe to the wall and she's like hands it back to you, like stick facing towards you. She's like, let's just not do that again, okay? Please.
Of course, love. And I put it right back on my hip where it belongs.
Okay. And she like she sits on one of the bar stools and she like kind of gets a closer look. She looks at you both, Baruch and Cowboy. She's like, you guys look like you guys haven't slept well. Are you guys okay?
Just a rough night.
Rough night?
Yeah.
I roll insight on my girlfriend. She's seeming real interested and real sketchy, and it just seems off to me. And
Okay, yeah. Roll an insight check. Since you've known her long enough to understand she is your girlfriend, I'll give you advantage.
Why is she doing this?
I'm gonna need it because I have a +0 to insight.
Okay. You look at her, I mean, she seems pretty serious. Like, I mean, she has no idea what the fuck's going on.
Okay. I just subtly give Cow Patty and Baruch a thumbs up.
Okay. So she looks at you as like, it's rough night, huh?
Bad dreams.
yeah.
Dreams.
Do you not have dreams?
Well, of course I have dreams. How do you think I sleep?
Maybe without dreams?
Some people do. Some people don't dream.
That's fair.
You just sounded confused when we said the word dream.
Yeah. What kind of dream was it?
I had bad dreams about someone I used to know.
Was it Trugger?
I perk up when she says his name.
Do you remember Trugger?
Of course I do.
Do you happen to know where he went?
Because
he just up and
you guys
left
told
us.
me yourselves. I mean, he just got up and dipped. That's what you guys told me.
So, I was thinking about him. I was just wondering.
It-
Just wondering where he is.
Are you sure you're okay? Something seems a little off.
Babe
I'm
didn't
just-
seem to want to talk about it, so maybe.
Well, I mean, you guys are literally the closest, like the nicest people I've met. So of course I'm going to be a little bit concerned about you guys,
Oh, I
and
appreciate
especially
it.
in this shithole.
It
Excuse you. We work hard here.
Not this. I'm talking about the town, the city itself.
I mean, I mostly sit here and drink and eat the food, but you know, they work hard here.
They do. I've noticed.
Hold on.
So, can I ask you what the dream was about?
I look at Cow Patty and I say, I proceed to tell her a dream that involves Trugger as a clown, and he's just running around being a goofball, and I don't know why and his teeth are falling out at the same time. I proceed to tell her that
Lean
dream.
over and whisper to Kai Bella, I'm like, that's almost more disturbing than what actually happened.
Do you know anything about dreams? Could that mean anything?
Well, from what I know, dreams can tend to have a message of some sort. If I had an idea of what the dream was about, then maybe I could. I actually, now that I think about it, I have a friend who might be able to tell you what the dream is about.
Oh, babe, you have friends?
Well, I don't have many people I know, but I mean, he just happens to be working at the library down the street.
This town has a library.
Surprisingly, yeah, I know. I'm shocked too.
I didn't know people here could read.
Cow Patty, since you've been here the longest, you've known about this library. You've even been there a few times, but I mean, you've never really met the person working there. You just like have been there, looked at a couple books, and just dipped because Trucker probably, yeah.
I didn't get much free time away from the tavern.
Yeah.
Babe, how do you know the librarian?
He and I go back.
Go
quite
back where?
years. Huh?
Go back where?
Well, he's helped me with some favors. I've helped him with his, and just so on and so forth.
Just like a business relationship?
Yes, baby, business relation. Nothing else.
A business of sex work.
As this is
Looks at
happening-
you, Ginshi, with like a slightly irritated look, like nothing else.
I brandish my axe at Yinshu. You want to say that again?
As this is going on, I'm trying to figure out, do I trust Marlov right now? Because she came in too much knowing that we might have been talking about Trevor, that we may have had dreams.
Make an insight check.
What is my insight modifier? Well, that's the wrong page.
I actually can. I can try and I want to cast Detect Thoughts on Marloff.
Okay.
I got a 14 on my insight check.
Okay. So, Kappa, do me a favor. Click the thing so it can show up on the description. I want to get a better idea of how it works.
It's a wisdom saving throw of 12, and so it lasts up to 1 minute, and when in battle it's turn-based, so I can like either delve deeper into one person's thoughts or I can read like a different person's thoughts every time.
Okay, so you said 12?
Yes.
Wisdom.
13 plus something. Yeah, she succeeds.
Damn.
So nothing happens. Go ahead and mark off that spell. Is it a cantrip spell slot?
It's a spell slot. I just checked it off.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
So
My
with your
my
insight,
insight.
yeah. So you said you were 14?
14.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
She's
Hold on. Can I give Baruch Bardic?
I step back to try to figure this out. I will let you know. I step towards Cow Patty, and I'm trying to figure out. So
Okay.
she can see me trying to do that.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm trying to give you a reasoning for giving me Bardic right then.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, no, I mean, you pretty much beat DC anyway. So I mean, you can definitely tell that she's genuinely concerned about you guys. Like she's more concerned about Bridget for her safety, but because she has no idea what the fuck's going on. But you can definitely tell that she's actually like confused and concerned about what's going on.
Okay.
Okay.
So I relay that to Cow Patty real quick, that I think she's actually being truthful and wants to be good.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask Cow Patty, should we tell her?
Yeah, I mean, she knows too much anyway, so.
You're
I'm right
not
here,
wrong.
you know.
I stepped aside. This was not in group. I said I stepped aside.
We did step aside.
Okay,
I
that's
stepped
fair.
aside while y'all were talking about
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so I come back. So I had a dream last night that I fell into this pit. It was very dark. I couldn't really see anything. And I felt chains wrap around my arms and legs. And I saw this figure walk up to me. And it at first it was Sir Velhem, but then he lifted his helmet and it was Trugger. And he sang this murdery lullaby to
And
me.
then
As
killed
you're
us.
explaining this, Cal Patty, you look over and you notice looks to be like on table 4, looks to be like an envelope that has like a little just what looks to be like a little folded envelope, basically.
Did someone leave some money or a tip or something?
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic on this envelope. Like,
Okay.
nobody opened this yet.
Okay. As you're doing that, I'm gonna tell I'll tell her I had the exact same dream.
Okay. So you relay the dream to her, and she kind of looks at you with like a very surprised look. She's like, "Wow, that even Trugger out of all people?
And he killed us in the end.
Huh? I don't think Trugger would ever hurt anybody like that. I mean, verbally, maybe, but I mean, physically,
Verbally, yes.
I mean, that's wow.
Yeah. Thing as I barely knew him.
Mm-hmm. And Bridget, as you cast Detect Magic, you don't see any magic going on from this envelope.
Was it down
Hold
here?
one moment, please, while I see if I have anything else that I can cast on this envelope.
Yeah, I was about to say, as you do that, go ahead and mark off your spell slot.
I got it.
It's used to go the way.
And yeah, so Marloth continues to look at you, Baruch, and she's like, "Well, and you say that you both had the exact same dream?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's weird."
Yeah. I'm a little concerned.
Well, my friend Zahir can definitely tell you the dream meaning.
Trustworthy?
Considering the fact that we've been friends for a long time, yeah, he can. He hasn't done anything to me personally, so I can definitely trust him to give you guys the right information.
Okay.
Has he hasn't done anything to you personally. Has he done anything to anyone else you know?
No, he seems pretty sweet.
Okay.
Sweet.
It's just his illusions, like his clones, just tend to like freak us out sometimes. But
Oh, no.
We
Wait, you said clones?
yeah, you've met Zahir?
I
like 2 weeks ago.
to.
I have the good sense to look very sheepishly.
Okay.
So, babe, when you say clones, do you mean creepy clones that maybe say creepy
Had
things or look creepily at people?
yes, they have like a very strange grin, but Zahir himself is just a plain-faced person, from what I know.
I just stare at Kybella.
I look away.
Well, I can take you guys to him if
No, don't do that.
Perhaps could you go ask for us?
We may have possibly insulted and assaulted the man.
assaulted. You assaulted Zahir?
No, I didn't. Kybella did.
I
She looks at you, kind of like.
It was a bad day.
I didn't assault him.
You
I
shot arrows at him.
I shot at a table
Uh,
that he happened to be sitting at. There's a difference.
She takes a few seconds looking over, and she notices that the holes in the table that you shot Kai, and she's like, "Oh, damn it." Yeah, I can talk to him. That's fine.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah, just
Oh,
next time you meet him, please don't do anything like that ever again.
He was being very creepy.
I understand, but that's
well,
his curse.
his clones were being.
That's his
He
curse.
was
His
also
clones are
being
weird.
creepy.
He himself
He
is a
said-
very, very
He
sweet
said
person.
creepy things to me in a creepy voice, and then his creepy clones echoed
It's
it
his-
creepily.
It's his curse that he told me about.
Well, he should get a better curse then.
Do his clones come with him everywhere?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, it sucks for him. I know.
I don't-
Wait, when I've been to the library. Oh, I would see him in one room and then I'd walk into. Oh,
Exactly.
I just thought he could teleport.
Mm-mm. Well, it's fine. I'll go ahead and apologize for you guys if that helps.
Oh, I didn't do anything.
It's for,
I know you didn't do anything,
it's for
Kai.
Kai.
Yeah.
I was not.
Hey, should I go over and apologize to him myself?
Can
Would you like to come with me?
let
Make
him
it easier.
hear so he doesn't think you're there to kill him?
I'll
Maybe.
come with you.
Okay, that works. Gosh, God, out of all people, you scare him off. Okay, anyway, so she go ahead and just stands up, and she goes ahead and just kind of just walks off into the door. Kybella, you follow her. And as you guys are conversating, Marloth and Kybella make their way over to the library. Marla just kind of just leads you toward there. She's almost power walking. It takes you a second to catch up, because I mean she's pretty scared of the fact that my friends just scared this guy off, and now she's got to fucking deal with this kind of thing. So
I give her many, many forehead kisses.
before you, okay. So you go there and you notice the sign saying the bookworm's bag. And you go inside, and it's a pretty nice setup, despite because when you go inside and there's a little staircase that kind of just leads downwards, which before it's it's a pretty close, pretty small kind of room until you go down the stairs. Then it really expands. And you notice there's a whole bunch of bookshelves and up a whole bunch of different sections involving science fiction, nonfiction, horror, all this type of stuff. Whole bunch of books everywhere. There's a couple people chilling, just kind of just reading their own things. And you guys go up to the front, and you see Zahir, who is at first reading a book, and he looks up, seeing the two people, and sees you, and he's like, closes the book and just like hides under his desk
I
immediately.
raise my hands.
Marla just looks at him, just like, she's with me. It's okay. He's like, no, it's okay. I mean no harm. I mean no harm.
My hands non-threateningly. I didn't bring my weapons with me.
That doesn't really help. Marla just kind of like, is like, so here, if I can trust them, if I can trust her, you can trust her. She's fine. And then Zahir just kind of like slowly comes back up. God, I hate this. What can I do for you?
I would like, first of all, I would like to formally apologize for pointing an arrow at you.
And before, I should go ahead and say this. Before you even like walked up to the front, like there were like about 7 of his clones just like in the different sections, and as soon as they all see you, they all disappeared. So like, so it's just him, and he's, as you're apologizing, like one of them just like kind of comes back, same grin. He's like, "You mean that?"
Yes, I mean that. I didn't know you were cursed.
In the distance, Bridget just shudders.
I offer my sincerest apologies.
Make a persuasion check for me, please.
Wait, I can click hat.
With advantage because Marloth is with you.
Okay. Not because of my charm.
Because Marloth is with you.
Oh no. What persuasion? 11 total.
11 was just what you had to beat. He really looks at you. He's trying to tell whether or not you're telling the truth, and he slowly nods and just like, I accept your apologies. Please don't do that again, because that scared the absolute shit out of me.
That's my word.
Okay. What brings you guys here?
I look over at Marlo.
Marloth just like, Marlov? Marloth just like,
Marla.
My daughter?
I know, right? Marloth just like looks at him and he's like, okay, so to summarize this a little better, a couple of friends of mine have had this strange dream that this knight known as Sir Wilhelm has like apparently trapped them and killed them in some way, and like you see like a frozen like shocked look of Zahir's face, and it's kind of sits there like kind of frozen for a minute. It's like Marla just looks at,
Have you met him?
I haven't met him, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Who told you? Wait, how did you get these dreams? Well, no, you said you didn't get these dreams, right?
No.
Were you followed?
No?
He looks around. He lifts up like a little door thing that like kind of goes around to the counter. He's like, "Come with me."
Follow him.
Okay. So he leads you into like what would appear to be like the back office. It's a little messy. It's like a bunch of books stacked up, some like paper like hanging out of like certain sections of the book, and like a bookshelf of like his personal favorite books. Marlotte joins you guys as well, and he's like, well, okay, so out of all people, I am so sorry. Yeah,
I don't for anyone but me. Because it's kind of coming out right now.
Currently, no. I think it might happen to you guys eventually, but
Wait, out of character, y'all started freezing up and cutting out a little bit.
I think
missed
it's
the last 15 seconds.
I don't think they said anything.
Oh, okay,
but
sorry.
Yeah, you're good. So Zahir looks at you. He's like, just give me 1 second. He like goes through his shelf and he's like kind of just scattering through like certain sections, like trying to find a specific book. And he's like, not this one. Right here. He pulls out like what looks to be like a golden book that has like the little lock up on the front. And he takes out like his pretty big like keychain full of keys. And he like scatters through it for a minute. And is like, "Is this one?" He unlocks the book, and he hands it to you, Kai Bella. He's like, I suggest you bring this back to your friends and have them read this. This is a book involving the old blood. This is, I think. Do you remember? Over the past, you said you guys have met for Sir Wilhelm, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then that means you must have, you guys, but that's impossible. You guys didn't take anything with you.
Anything like what?
So, from my understanding, I think that a curse might have been awakened, involving this enchanted item that closed this curse from a satyr known as Prib.
Did you say a satyr?
Yes, a satyr. It's. I think it's best if you just take this back and read this.
I take the book.
Okay. And he looks at you guys like I'm sorry, but unfortunately I have to get back to my things. Otherwise, we're going to look very suspicious. So I suggest that you head back as soon as possible.
Of course. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. No. Thank you. He leads you back outside, and he like lifts the thing up for you. You guys head back out, closes it, goes back to his business, and you can like as you turn around, like you definitely you see like a very pale, like worried look on his face, but he like continues back to his reading so he doesn't look suspicious. And so you guys head back to the sleepy shed, and
Have we looked at that letter yet?
yeah, I was about to say who picks up the letter.
I guess I'll pick it up because I just cast detect magic on it to make sure it wasn't cursed.
Okay.
So I'll pick it up and read it.
Okay. This is where shit gets fun for me.
Ah,
So you pick up. Where did I put this?
on table 4.
No. I'm talking about like the thing itself. Items. There we go. Okay.
Oh man.
All right. So I'm going to need you, Bridget, to check your journal for me.
Oh shit, I have something.
So you open up the letter and like 3 feathers fall out. One is red, one is white, and one is black.
Fuck. Is this okay? So the picture you sent, is this sigil the correct sigil that's in the wax, or is it different?
It's. You mean like the ceiling or like?
Yes, sorry, the impression in the wax.
Yeah, it's the same one. It's just like it's almost as if it's like dried blood almost.
Oh, that's yucky. That's not sanitary. Okay, so I carefully peel up the wax seal and I fold it open and I go, it says, and I hold up the feathers and it says, "Fear the old blood."
That sounds familiar.
Can I, because I'm old as fuck, can I roll history to see if I know? Oh shit, we lost Susie for a second.
Come back.
Can I roll history to see if I have heard this phraseology before, being old as fuck and being from the elf capital, where knowledge would be?
The DM side of me would say, would be like, do I recognize? Yeah, just go ahead and roll history. Was it cutting out for anyone else? No, it seems fine just for me.
It's good for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead and roll history for me, please.
Thank God.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
There we go.
Okay. It logged me off.
Dirty 20. You've definitely heard of the old blood.
What do I know about it?
You know that I have it written down here. So, with a dirty 20, you know that from the old blood, it's basically a cult that makes sacrifices to become stronger. The leader is a very wise old man known as Master Willem. That's the name that you recognize with your dirty 20. You don't know his first name, but you just know it, like you've heard of Master Willem before. Then you remember the fight that you had with Sir Wilhelm, and you suddenly remembered that he is a servant of a nun-like person known as Sister Friede. The feathers you definitely recognize. The black feather belongs to. I wrote this down. Where did I put this? Oh yeah, duh. It's on my phone that I do not have with me.
Oh,
1 second.
how dare no phone?
That's why he hasn't been reading the messages.
Oh, he doesn't know what's going on. Let's see what he says. Mouth Smash is cursed.
Say hello. Say hello to everyone.
Hello. Hello.
Big ol' chunky.
Parading through the background. Like
Okay.
there's Thor.
So
they're all kind of hanging out.
I can't find my phone currently, but from what I remember, you do remember that the red feather does belong to Sir Wilhelm. You do realize that the white feather basically belongs to Sister Fried, and the black feather goes to an individual known as the Slave Knight Gale. The
Like
rest of it is
nightingale as in like the bird, or two separate words?
two separate words.
Okay.
The rest of it, I mean, it's with your 20. I mean, it's a little hard to remember the rest of it, but you do understand like the kind of shit that. And I'll say with your dirty 20, you do remember the story that you heard about how a curse was sealed with an enchanted item. You're not sure exactly what item it was, but
My own edification, would I have heard this in my time in the elf capital or in the mountains when I was meeting my father's family?
when you were meeting your father's family, you've definitely heard like a story from like your
dwarves.
dad's dad that like almost like a story that you almost didn't really pay attention to, but like I mean you remember like small details of it. But yeah, that's pretty much all you can remember.
We're fucked.
What? Why?
What?
Fucked.
What?
We're absolutely fucked.
Why are we fucked?
As soon as Baruch asked that, Kybella and Marloth just like walk back into the sleepy shed. Like
Why are we
Carrying
fucked?
a book. I walk in and I'm like, guys, I think we're fucked. And I slam the book down.
We're very fucked. Can I guess, pick the book up and read the fuckery? And I guess fill in the holes in my knowledge.
sure. So you pick up the book. Why will you not suddenly open? Like you just opened for me.
Doesn't
Let
lie.
me refresh. Let me refresh.
No.
Yes. Are you backtesting the DM?
No, that's just your computer. I was the voice of your computer for a second. That's all. That's really all it was.
All right. So Bridget, you pick up the book, and I need you to check your journal for me. So you can choose to read it out loud. You can choose to read it to yourself. It's up to you.
Oh boy. Sure. I will read this out loud. I'm not going to read it in Bridget voice though, because there's a
That's
lot.
fair. That is fair.
Aw.
You should save it for later if we need it.
What, the Bridget voice?
No. The whole thing that he just sent you.
It's not the best
okay.
written, but I mean, like, I'll make some adjustments down the road. But yeah,
Ooh. Oh, does it like disappear or something?
no,
Oh, he took it away
It's-
from. He took our dream
it's-
away from us, so that's why I was like, save it.
Okay, hold on. Let me open a Word document.
Sorry, I
I'm
like.
not going to count it as metagaming because technically, this is from your memorization. So
So, the Old Blood, a religious cult that would murder in the purpose of sacrifice to keep the sacred flame from fading away. Once the flame fades, oh boy. Once the flame fades, the places known as the Painted World of Arendelle, the Ring City, and the Faron Depths will fade as well and disappear forever. Their leader, known as Vindic Wilhelm or Master Wilhelm,
Willem.
My bad.
You're gone.
Formed this cult with the power he received from the god Kossith, the Fire Lord, after serving him for almost 300 years. Willem's servants, Sister Freed, Slave Knight Gale, and the Grave Lord Nito all fuse their powers in an attempt to become the most powerful tribe ever known to man and expand the flame up until one day a young satyr that goes by the name of Prib managed to find an extremely rare ritual with his legendary pan flute to put a halt on the curse the old blood spreads. The only curse that Prib lives with is that he must stay in his temple and never stop playing the melody or else he will turn into a pile of ash dead and the curse will reawaken and Arendelle, the Ring City, and the Faron Depths would open back up, bringing up the curse to the first who disturbs the ritual. Once the curse of the Old Blood is received, it is nearly impossible to get out of it. It starts with receiving 3 different colored feathers corresponding with a specific member of a cult. Once a leader is slain, the feather will continue to glow until the final ritual is complete. There are 7 feathers that come to the cursed as they progress and slay these leaders. However, once the cursed is finally killed, the leaders that were slain resurrect and the curse repeat with a new target worthy of sacrifice. Black Feather is Sir Wilhelm, guardian of Freed for over 150 years, the first figure encountered once the curse starts. Red is the Slave Knight Gale, ruler of the Ring City. White is Sister Freed, ruler of the Painted World of Arendelle, accompanied by Father Arendelle. Gold is Dragon Slayer Ornstein and Executioner Smo.
Mhm.
Orange is the Watchers of the Abyss, ruler of the Faron Depths. Blue is Grave Lord Nito, servant of Master Willem. And the final feather brown is Vindic Willem himself. Ritual after killing the leaders. Once the cult is murdered and the feathers are gathered and glowing, the curse must bring the feathers to the sacred flame, place the glowing feathers in a circle around it, and make one final sacrifice by putting the living subject into the fire to link all of the flame from around the worlds and slowly fading, ending the curse once and for all.
What? That was so much information.
But we're going back to the sex dungeon.
So we might have fucked up in stealing that pan flute from the goat man.
Wait, did we know that the pamphlet was stolen? Because I know that Cowpatty did it, but did we know that it
No,
was stolen?
Bridget
Well, technically-
Or no, Bridget stole it.
So Bridget stole it for me.
But
Yeah,
did-
with
did
me as a
the rest of us
distraction.
know
So
that-
Baruch, if I remember correctly, Baruch assisted in this. Bridget took it and then gave it to Cowpatty. So Cowpatty is in possession of the pan flute.
Okay, did I know?
I mean,
If
she was playing it on the way back.
Oh, okay.
that,
Yeah, and we all got knocked out.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we all know.
yeah. I mean, okay. So Kybel, you know that like there was a pan flute involved, but you weren't sure if it was stolen or like just found.
Okay, well, I just said the words, the pan flute we stole from the goat man. So now,
Fair.
if you
That's
know
fair.
before, now you do.
Now you know for sure we stole that as a group.
So apparently, this pan flute was the only thing keeping the world from Armageddon, and we stole it. And now the goat man is a pile of ash, and we have opened up the end of the world.
Of course. Because what
Does-
else would we do?
I can. Do they want to trade?
Do they want to kill us?
Can we
as a
kill them?
sacrifice.
We can kill them though.
I mean, I'm sure it is a possibility, but I don't know if you remember last time we ran into the number one guy, the low man, as it were, and he almost wrecked our shit.
Yeah.
Do I have to give the pan flute back?
Well, I don't think it'll help because the goat man is a pile of ash. So,
What if we send somebody in with the flute to play the song continuously again?
I guess can I like roll religion or arcana to see if I think that would work? Or do I just know after reading all of that 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 would not work?
After reading it, you definitely know for a fact that would not work.
That would not work. We're all fucked. We have irrevocably fucked ourselves.
Is there any way to compromise with them so we don't die and also don't start the end of the world, but they get their pan flute back?
They don't want the pan flute.
Is there any way to compromise
The sacrifices.
me getting to keep the pan flute?
You can keep the pan flute now if you want it. It just, is a great signifier of how we started the end of the world and our lives.
I
We
look at
sacrifice other people?
I look over at Marloth. How did you bring the chicken back to life? You passed the fuck out afterwards, so how did you do it?
I don't like the tone you're taking with my lady there.
I'm trying to.
No, Bridget, it's
connection.
fine, baby. No, it's about time you guys knew the truth. So she pulls out like from surprisingly from her cleavage like a little necklace, like that little necklace that you've seen glow a few times from bringing people like back to life. She kind of twirls it for a minute. She's like, well, I got this necklace when I was a kid, and before my family passed, the last thing that my father gave me was this, and then he just told me to run. And after a few years of studying and trying to figure out what this actually did and the power it held, eventually I figured out that I could almost resurrect and give people back their limbs but only the cost of being that I grew very, very, very tired. And I realized that the more I do this, the more tired I get and the more likely I could die from this. So I choose to be very careful with who I choose to.
So you wasted it on a chicken? No, that's insane.
Look,
And not even a good chicken.
it was a nice
Jane's the
chicken.
only chicken worth it.
It deserved life. Did you see the smoke that came up after you Baruch chopped its fucking head off?
Yeah, that means it was evil. Smoke leaves evil things.
Yes, but I mean, maybe it had a curse of its own. You don't know that.
I mean, look, it's at the end of
It
the
is
day,
a chicken, yes, but I care very much about animals just as much as Cow Patty does.
I think it's a little bit.
I care about Jane.
That's beside the point. Look, I understand I wasted my powers on a chicken, but you got to understand, I mean...
Well, I
Look.
guess it doesn't matter. I can't go back and undo it.
But, I mean, the only plus side is the longer I wait, the less chance I have of dying. So it has that balance.
That's
Can I guess, look at the necklace and roll history to see if I recognize it from a culture?
Sure.
Yeah.
I would say instead of making an Arcana check, because you're trying to call out the lore of this magic. So
Okay. Oh boy.
Well, it's not like a pretty princess. What the fuck are y'all hissing about?
Are you sure she's not on the stairs?
You know nothing about this necklace.
Okay.
With what I've been doing the past couple years, have I ever heard of this necklace?
Make an Arcana check.
What's my Arcana modifier?
Mine's a -1 because it's an intelligence.
I have +0, so it is flat.
Flat is better than minus.
18.
18. You think about it for a minute, and you don't exactly remember where it came from, but you do know that the family that, well, the necklace has been passed down from like generation after generation after generation, and you do remember a story about how during the times of the old blood that Prib, the satyr Prib, managed to actually, as he sealed like the curse with his pamphlet, managed to swipe the necklace from one of the cult members. You're not exactly sure who, but
But it was a freaking nun. I hate nuns.
Is that Jordan or Bridget?
I'm assuming that's Jordan. But yeah, I mean, you can definitely tell that like that also Marloth is like telling the truth because of your 18. So
that means Marlov is related to Prib. Because you said it was passed down family.
passed down, like, yeah, generation of the family, yeah. So how it led up to the tiefling, you have no idea.
Maybe she was adopted.
Layla? How did your dad get the necklace?
I don't know. He never told me.
Because
neither did my mother.
Because that should be in Prib's family.
Yeah, well, like I said, I have no idea. It just happened to be in my hands before my family was killed.
Do you know who killed your family?
No.
It was nuns.
It was nuns. Nuns with guns.
Stop!
Nuns with guns is the name of a book, guys.
Is it?
I'm just imagining like a nun like pointing a gun sideways, like, stop in the name of Jesus.
No, it's nuns that are arms dealers.
Stop. Anyway, so
Sorry.
So Marloth just like puts her head down for a second, and she looks at you, Kappa, and she's like, I'm sorry, can I please have a drink?
Of course, darling.
Thank you. You go ahead and make her like some whiskey. You can tell that after telling this story, like, she's in the head a little bit. So you give her like some pretty hard whiskey. And like, instead of like a whole shot, it's like actually in like a little glass. Like, it's not
like a whiskey tumbler.
Something like that. You put like a pretty solid piece of ice in there, and then you just hand it to her, and she, in one sip, she was like already halfway done. So there you have it. Where do we go from here?
We could hide.
Yeah, I don't think that hiding could. I mean, that night he's found us before, right?
Well, I mean, we're cursed, but you're not. You could.
But I was involved in this.
Well, yeah, but like you didn't get the nightmares or the letters or anything, so you know.
But you don't know. Maybe I could. Maybe you might be next. Maybe Ginshu might be next. I don't know, but I'm genuinely concerned about this, and I think that we should do something.
Hiding is doing something.
I agree. We can lock up the bar and we can make food. We have enough drinks for quite a while.
I think we should do something more proactive.
What can we do? We almost died last time we went up against the easy one.
I think we need to talk to Salami because he was there. I know.
As you say that, it just happens to be convenient that Aslani comes through the fucking doors.
I throw
Like,
my
no, I don't like all
axe
this
at the door frame.
coincidence shit happening
Yeah.
today. Get out.
Not a good day.
Get out! Hang on, let me let me get Aslani.
Not a good day.
Let me. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at?
We've
Where are
been
you at?
having just a chill time since the drinking contest. I don't wanna. No. This is a bad day. I was gonna go take a nap and then we talk to Salani tomorrow. I got, like no sleep.
Okay. What did you just roll for?
I bury my axe in the door frame next to Asmani's head.
I hate you.
Chopping up the salami.
Stop! So Aslani comes in and he notices the group of like really straight, like just worried faces. And he's like, did I come at a bad time?
Did you come at a bad time? Do you ever come at a good time?
I was just asking a general question, but fuck you too, apparently. I'll just come back. And he turns around.
No. What do you know
He
about
stops.
the leader with the
Prib?
pan flute?
Prip?
Yes.
Well, he stopped the Old Blood's curse, of course.
Yes, so about that, and I go into Cal Patty's back pocket and I pull out the pan flute.
Watch your hands.
Where did you get that?
So fun story. Baruch tried to steal it. I successfully stole it and then gave it to Cal Patty.
We were in this sex dungeon.
The Temple of Jiaojin, yes.
He tried to get us into a sex
Well,
dungeon.
you know the sex
so
dungeon.
his
Okay, cool.
family.
Well, of course I know about it. I was there.
Right, so
Oh yeah.
we just found out that by removing this pan flute from the sex dungeon,
He goes ahead and just like sits at one of the bar stools.
I
Joining you
just
guys.
like slide him a only semi-watered down beer.
He takes one sip, realizes the drink, and it just sets it back down. Just kind of eyes you and just like, okay.
So we've started the end of the world, it appears.
Yeah.
So
Since you were with us, you're also marked.
I'm assuming.
I show him the feathers.
Yep, it's already started.
Yes, since you were with us when it all happened, and we left with the pan flute, you're also marked for death. So, welcome to Team Cursed.
I've been cursed from the start, is the thing.
What?
What do you mean you've been cursed from the start? Is this kind of like a, ooh, woe is me, I can't find a girlfriend, I'm cursed, or like actually cursed?
I feel like that was a stab towards the DM, and I'm going to let that slide.
I'm talking about his 1 inch.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's 1 inch dick.
No, it. Okay. Story time, apparently. So, a long time ago, when I was supposed to be on my vacation, I just happened to just walk up my way to the Temple of Jiaojin, and the pan flute that Prib was playing happened to had this enchantment, that charm, that pretty much I felt safe for once. And that's when I just felt like being there more than I bargained for. And you guys just happened to snap me out of that, luckily. So I
Wait, didn't you tell us that that night Sir Wilhelm had something to do with a goblin army that was
yes. Yes, he is the leader of the goblins that we have met. Yes, yeah, and he and I have had some personal beef for the longest time.
All right, Salami. I'll be straight with you. Tell you everything we know. But I want full immunity for all crimes committed for me and my friends.
Before you say that, Bridget, what do you know about Trugger?
What do you mean? What do I know about?
Not you.
Yeah.
Before you say anything, what do you know about Trugger? To Aslani.
Yeah. So, what exactly happened to Trugger? Now that
No. You
No,
first.
what do you know about
Okay.
Trugger?
What do I know about Trugger?
And then full immunity for all crimes hypothetically committed.
Only if you agree to call me Aslani instead of Salami.
That's gonna be hard. We've gotten so used to calling you Salami. Your other
Well,
name sounds stupid.
desperate times call for desperate measures, I assume. So, I believe it's best.
I can only promise that maybe I can call you Aslani.
That's not
I
good
will
enough.
call you Aslani.
Oh.
I will
That's
stop
two.
calling you Salami.
That's 3.
I never called you salami.
4.
Fine, I guess. I won't call you salami.
5. I'll count that.
And I
Okay.
want it in writing. No weaseling around with words. Full immunity.
Okay.
I gave him a napkin.
That is. Yeah. So you hand him a napkin, and he just happens to have like, not the feather that you're thinking, but like a feather that you can like write with.
A quill?
A quill, and
I'm so.
just writes like, I grant Jane and the Chickenettes to be pardoned of their crimes that they have committed in the recent past.
And so I just
Says the
give
quill
him
back
the
into his pocket.
download, I guess, on everything that happened with Trugger and
We found him dead.
how we found him dead. Very specifically found him dead. And then illegally took possession of his establishment and burned him and his ashes to a super crisp.
Also, I may be in possession of some of his remains.
He has his teeth.
Oh wow!
And we gave a
You
necklace back
guys,
to a lady.
you guys are some interesting individuals.
Well, I wanted to remember him. That's why I wanted to keep.
We have full immunity, Cow Patty. There's no need to lie.
I really like teeth.
Okay. Noted. And he like, you just see him just like write down some stuff into like his notepad that he apparently keeps with him, and just like kind of puts it back in his pocket.
Is it 3 words, something like Cow Patty likes teeth?
Make a perception check.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that he just wrote down Cow Patty apparently likes teeth. Okay. Well, how do I describe this?
And also, you need to tell us what you know about Trugger.
Yes.
Well, to my knowledge, Trugger was just a simple bartender, low life, hardly any sort of family because he was just a straight up asshole.
So why,
I can vouch for that.
so why would he appear to us as in a dream as the Black Knight?
That's Wilhelm.
That I you know, now that you mention it, there might be some spell that one of the cult members of the Old Blood might be using to get into you guys' heads. I'm not sure who, but
I bet it's the fucking nun.
Always a nun.
Fucking hate nuns.
I can't tell you for sure, but
So
that-
Trugger is not back from the dead.
No. To
blasphemy.
my knowledge, no. I
Right.
mean,
It
to
really-
my knowledge, Trugger is dead in ash and scattered away like flies. That apparently, since apparently you guys spilled his ashes and blew it in the wind.
What else do you know about this cult?
They are the deadliest cults that I've ever encountered in my life. They do not hesitate.
Do
They
they have
do.
any active members around here?
He thinks for a minute.
Yeah, like Resher Zenger. She seems sketchy.
No, Fresher Zangers has been a part of my team for years.
Team?
Hmm?
Team?
Yes, I. The team that you met a couple weeks ago at the drinking contest. That is my squad that I have been working with for over 30 years.
That's your squad?
Yes.
Okay.
We live in Musfara. I don't have a lot to pick from.
That's, I'll give you that.
I mean, you could have gone with the guy who was cursed and his cursed clones.
Yes, but what could he have brought to the table?
Clone.
7 clones.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think he has the strength physically and mentally to handle the type of things that we handle.
What
I
do
mean,
you
that's
handle?
fair, but clones are very creepy and might scare people away.
What do you handle?
That is another discussion for another time.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Hmm.
No, no, no.
You
What
see,
do you handle?
well,
I will give you some good stuff. What?
We got that good.
you
good.
must understand who runs the city and who doesn't.
Yes, and if we're going to live in your town, I would like to feel safe under my leader.
Well, you can choose to live here or you cannot, but that is all up to you.
Bridget starts to go upstairs to pack.
Now we are trying to choose to live. They're gonna follow us wherever.
Exactly.
I mean,
So it
this
seems to
tavern
me
is
like you
probably
guys-
your main source of income, so I wouldn't,
We're the first good thing in this town, so
Fair enough.
so what does your team do?
It's easy. We investigate
What?
everything we can. Everything around Musfara, we try to keep as safe as possible, but of course we've been slacking a little bit since I've been gone. But
Oh, a leader of a squad leaves and the rest of the squad just doesn't continue to do their jobs.
well, like I said, I just happened to be on vacation, and then Prib
Huh.
just happened to use that pen flute that you are now holding to.
Everybody just kind of slowly puts it behind his back.
So
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying, if you had not overstayed your vacation, the world wouldn't be ending.
you are absolutely correct. However, it wasn't a thing that I could actually control. Because do you remember that pan flute that Prida was using? Well, that just happened to be the reason that I stayed there for so long.
Oh, it wasn't
It's
the
very
orgy.
nice music.
I'm sorry?
It was very nice music. I understand what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Very nice melody. So now you know my business. Now I must know yours.
I just told you
I
everything.
told you everything.
Well, yes, but why are you guys here?
Cool. See, you didn't sign up for the deluxe package of divulging information, my friend. We don't even know why each of us is here. I don't know where any of these people are from except for Kybella.
Oh, you know where I'm from.
That's true. And Cow Patty. And I guess by extension, Jane. And none of them know where I'm from. And I think we, as a tight group of friends, prefer to keep it that way.
That is.
I don't ask too many
Tommy, get with the
questions.
times.
I'm curious
makes
to know where
life-
you're
I'm sorry,
from.
was that salami or a salami?
Islam.
Pastrani.
Ooh.
Pastrani.
Yes.
Brahmi.
Said you-
Delicious, delicious.
She did
pastrami.
say she would no longer call you Salami.
Yeah.
That was her promise.
Hey,
Okay. Okay. Well, that is fair. However, I believe that in this case, I believe that the first thing that we should do is head back to the Temple of Jiaojin and take care of Sir Wilhelm and go from there.
It's very dry in the desert. Are you sure we can't meet him in like an oasis or mountains?
Not a sex dungeon. No.
It's not exactly a sex dungeon.
It's kind of a
Trip
sex
would be
dungeon.
nice.
That's what
It seems like a sex dungeon, but it is not exactly a sex
If
dungeon.
something seems like a sex dungeon, that's usually because there's sex dungeon-like activities going on, which would make it a sex dungeon.
Rib has 0 sexual desires.
He tried to lure a minor away from a group of caring
like
adults.
3 minors.
3 minors away from their 2
I'm
loving,
not a minor.
loving parents.
Wait, who's a minor?
I am a
I'm the
legal
minor.
adult.
I'm
Just-
minor.
Wait.
I'm just barely an adult. I'm like 19.
Am I
Oh,
Are we
wait.
talking about under 21 or under 18?
under 18?
Okay, so
Oh,
not
18.
Okay,
Oh,
so 1 minor.
Is that goat man tried to lure me and my wife's children away into what was probably
Hold on, wife, you're married.
absolutely into a sex dungeon for
He looks at Marloth, and she just like,
Have you never heard the
Looks
term
back at you.
wife as a general term for someone you love?
you mean the phrase, but that works too.
get with the times, Aslani.
Well, anyway, so that's basically my suggestion. We're gonna have to go back to the Temple of Jiaojin because is where, to my knowledge, that's where Sir Wilhelm is located.
So did you kill all of the sex people in the dungeon?
I don't know. I mean, considering the fact that the pan flute is gone, only the gods know what has happened in there.
Can we ask them?
Ask who?
The gods? You said the gods know.
I don't think it exactly works like that.
Why not? Isn't that what prayer is? You ask God's questions and they give you answers.
Only sometimes they give you answers, but I mean, it's worth a try, but I think it's a waste of time right
I
now.
mean, I've been around long enough where I've seen people become gods in a sense, so I mean, it's not impossible.
You guys are welcome to try.
I think that any questions we have, the only way to have answers is to go to the temple.
Couldn't you, Kybella, couldn't you use some connections to get some information? Flex that fancy last name of yours and maybe help us out?
I would rather not, unless we absolutely have to.
The world is ending. You're going to die.
We are sacrifices.
Okay.
And I will also write home and make some inquiries.
You have a home?
Yes. I have two.
Aslani looks at Bridges and out of my curiosity, where do you come from anyway?
Oh, here and there.
Here, there. That's not really specific. Since we're all getting to know each other, I'd suggest. I think it's best that we
All right.
figure ourselves out.
Bridget takes the whiskey bottle from behind
Fair.
behind the bar and just chugs it. And then she pulls back her long hair, and you guys see her tiny little elf ears.
Aww.
She's like, so the story of my birth is a little complicated.
You're elvish.
Half. On me mum's
Half
side.
dwarf, half elf.
I
thought you're just a large dwarf.
I am a tall dwarf, yes.
Okay. Where do you reside from?
Well, my mom's from the Elvish capital. She's some war lady. I can't remember what her title is. Haven't seen her in like 100 years. My father was a dwarvish craftsman from the mountains.
Okay. And how did you end up here?
I like to wander. I get bored. Also, not really welcome in a whole lot of places with all this.
That is I can understand that. You Miss Blackburn. We're I understand that you. I understand. How how did you end up here from your family? Just wondering.
I took some extended time off from them.
Okay, because I mean that's. I can understand wanting to have some time away from the family.
Oh, just say it. The world's gonna end. We're all gonna die.
Well, I mean, if unless we can bring an end to the curse, we have to keep at least some sort of positive attitude.
I'm going into this with realism. We almost died last time we met. Again, the easy version of this cult.
You almost died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I managed to scare him off, if you remember.
I meant we, as in the group of people who live and work here, but yes, you were also there and you saved our asses. I've already thanked you for it once. I won't be doing it again.
That is fair.
And if anything, I outrank you, so kiss my boot and apologize.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You heard me.
Kiss her boot.
And apologize.
I will, over my decaying body.
That can be arranged.
Is that a promise?
We've already made one body disappear.
That is fair, but you must understand. I run this city and I am very powerful physically, mentally.
You may run this.
I just pull out the pan flute.
Good luck. Good luck with that.
I will play this pan flute.
Hmm.
Poorly.
He's getting much better.
Thank you, Bridget.
I will let this slide for now. However,
He's really got the A note down.
I can assure. I am very sure of that. However, we must be aware that at this point, whether we like each other or not, we are going to have to work together to bring this curse down.
Doesn't mean we like it.
That I did not say we didn't, that we had to like it. It's going to be very, very life-threatening. But I need you guys to be 110% sure that you guys can handle yourselves. Do I make myself clear?
Absolutely.
I can handle myself and Jane.
Word.
I can handle myself.
Yep.
I've been handling myself since before any of you were born.
Okay.
Or were a sparkle in your dad's ballsack.
In that case, I will talk to Rostami, and I will inform him that I will be setting out to the Temple of Jiaojin, and we'll be taking off in the next 2 hours. I suggest you prepare yourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally before we leave.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a pretty reasonable checklist for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Well, the sooner the better. So 2 hours is a pretty lenient.
Me and Marloth are gonna go clap cheeks.
All right. As soon as you say that, you just grab Marloth by the arm and
that
then
was
just.
in my voice, as in the Drape's voice.
I know.
But yes.
You, as soon as Aslani says that, just out of instinct, you just grab Marloth like by the arm and you just like drag her upstairs, and you guys have your quickie. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna go take a nap before we have to deal with this shit.
I'm just gonna sit and talk with Jane.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna prepare myself mentally for it. I'll just go back to my room.
I make sure everything is put up in the shop so you can't see anything and nothing can be stolen if they see it.
Okay.
Everything is locked away.
So you like take the drinks from the bar and you like kind of set it in that cooler that Trugger was originally in, and just like it's a tight fit, but with enough power you like close it off. You manage to lock it,
Yeah.
and the next couple hours pass, and Slandi comes back through the doors, and he's just like sitting at the bar, just waiting for you guys to come back.
I go back.
That's one.
I've been in the bar, so I'm
Okay,
like,
yes, that's two.
Like stumbling down with my hair looking like this.
Yo, I think we're all pretty tired.
yeah.
So
Could we pause the game here?
Like right before, yeah, I feel like right before the adventure.
I'll say that as the Solana gets back, you guys come back and group together. You guys pack the cart with essentials, water, food, because this is going to be a pretty long journey, and you guys set off back to the Temple of Jiaojin, and that is where we will end the session.
Yay. Cool.
Ending like 2 hours.
I know, right?
It really